Loud portentous. And once again with the not showing your camera properly. Why is you doing that? There we go. Discord window capture is weird. Hello, everyone.
Hello, hello, one and all. There we are. It is that time of the year again.
Oh, yes, it is. Yes, it is indeed.
Which is why I bust out the fancy duds.
It really is a fancy model you've got.
It is.
I feel underdressed as a cartoon character.
Do not ask me how much this one cost. I might as well have bought the real thing.
Time for Game Award. Time for advertisements. Time for cringe. Time for the biggest sellout night of the year. And yet, here we are, enjoying it all together, having fun with it.
Indeed, it's time to indulge in some good old capitalism.
And chat, do let me know about the audio levels, because I've messed around with like audio setup to make sure that I can that I can capture people. That seems to be peaking, kind of. That I can capture like mine and Lucian's audio separately, and that okay, that seems a little bit loud. That the Game Awards don't overpower us, and that we're both audible and everything.
Indeed.
Oh, welcome along, Alda Pyro.
Oh, hi, it's me, Sydney Goodman, here to greet you all at what I
Music is a bit
to be
loud, but we
holiday
sound good.
season,
Yeah, I've turned it down a little bit.
2023 Game Awards.
That should
And
not be a huge
just
problem.
like New Year's Eve, our Game Awards opening act is as full of excitement and
And
celebration.
here we
as the
have
big
started.
event. Tonight, the Game Awards will celebrate the best in gaming from the past year, and we've got more than a dozen new game announcements. Plus, the old gods of Asgard are here from Alan Wake 2. They take the stage for the first time ever. It is truly magical here, live at the Peacock Theater for gaming's biggest night.
Gaming's biggest night.
Around the world, connecting
Yeah,
millions
well,
of gamers and fans.
technically speaking, it's true, especially now that E3
show.
is dead,
But before
officially
that,
dead.
It's time to get cozy with our very
Whoops.
first world premiere of the night. Yes, let's hear it.
Yay, world premiere!
It
Like,
comes from a creator who has already claimed Game of the Year in the past here at TGA.
love to cheer
but
for an
this
ad.
time, we're going back to the title that started it.
Yeah.
A decade.
Yeah.
Here's the first ever look at a beautiful remake of Brothers: A Tale of Two Sons.
A remake of
created by
Brothers?
Director
Huh.
Joseph Ferris.
Now there's a game I
Huh,
haven't
I
thought
didn't know
about in
this.
a while.
It's not too bad of a game to remake. I guess it is on very much on the older end now.
Yeah, I mean, it is old enough to deserve it, I suppose. This game had a
Yes,
lot of buzz
unlike-
back in the day for, like, innovating a bunch of, like, interesting co-op mechanics.
Yeah. Or even like not co-op, but if you're playing as both brothers, then definitely an interesting control scheme for it. Although, I'm much happier to see a Brothers remake than to see The Last of Us Part 2 game remade.
Yes.
What's what? How do you remake something that's still on the current console generation?
Yeah, it's very, very funny that they're remastering The Last of Us Part 2.
Like, just why?
But okay.
I mean,
Incredible, and how perfect that
I
right
can
after
appreciate
the
that there
premiere
is
of
notable
Brothers,
graphical
we have
fidelity
the award
improvements,
for
but
Best Family Game. These are the games that bring
Did it
families
really
together
need it?
or tear them apart,
Yeah,
depending
good
on how
question.
dirty you play. And the nominees are Disney Illusion Island, Party Animals, Pikmin 4, Sonic Superstars, and Super Mario Bros. Wonder. And
These
the
are the
Game Award
low-stakes
goes to
awards.
Super Mario Bros. Brothers Wonder.
Of course it does.
Yeah, this is not at all surprising. I think Disney
there's
Illusion
Doug.
did actually make some waves when it did release, but honestly,
Thank you so much
It's
for
Mario.
this award. This is shared with all the teams at Nintendo that worked on Super Mario Brothers Wonder. In my experience, the team really tried to develop a game that allowed people to work together, to play together, whether it was friends or it was family. And for me, my personal experiences, nothing brings a family together more than trying to rescue an empire, a kingdom in distress.
An empire,
from the evil
Doug.
acts of Bowser. Whether you're playing
was that Lord Drop for Mario?
Yes, I guess.
Did the Toadstool Kingdom go expansionist?
I guess the Flower Kingdom is an expansionist empire. Bowser is a resistance leader trying to take them down.
Congratulations, Super Mario Brothers Wonder. And now I have a little treat for all of you. 3 world premieres in a row. What?
Oh, they're
Yay.
just
Is
tonight.
the next game from Daniel Mullins, the creator of the TGA-nominated independent game, Inscription.
Oh, that's actually interesting because Inscription got a lot of buzz.
Oh yeah, it was not the game I was expected it to be, but that just makes it much more interesting that way.
Was that a rune-covered USB drive? I'm getting Mist vibes.
Very strong Mist vibes.
Okay, cool. Cool aesthetics as the stream begins to buffer.
So what I'm seeing here is that the USB contains itself
Let's hear
an adventure game. So this is like Mist within Mist, which is just the mistiest thing I can think of.
Yeah. Interesting, though. Like, I still need to get around to playing Inscription. It's one of those games
Wait,
that I'm
was
like...
that Sun Yun?
That was Sungwon, yeah. Glad to see him getting work.
Interesting. He's actually starring in this thing. He's
Yeah.
a central character. Pony Island 2? Yeah, someone in this game already captures my interest. But the fact is, the Inscription Studio is really well known for really meta games.
Oh, yeah. And now Netflix is doing something, okay. Okay. Oh, the Rise of the Golden Idol. Is that a follow-up? That must be a follow-up to Case of the Golden Idol.
I never played that one.
It is ostensibly very, very good.
Something like Pinji.
Ooh, Spoopy.
Okay, so some kind of dungeon brawler, some kind of adventure game,
Yeah.
carrying hosts through reality.
What it looks like is like it's like you do overworld exploration and then you jump down to little arenas to do combat kind of thing, I guess.
Yeah, pretty standard hack and slash. The aesthetics are interesting enough, but I have no sense of what this game is about yet.
No, it's mostly vibes and aesthetics at this point.
Yep.
I love this. Reminds me of my high school days, but the monsters I fought weren't nearly as big as that. You kids these days with your giant monsters and your social media. And speaking of social media, TikTok Live
Lady, you
Fest
look
is
30
happening
at
now
most.
across 50+ countries on TikTok. Check out the participating gaming creators, and don't forget to share all of your favorite gaming moments on TikTok with #GamingOnTikTok. Okay, we're going to take a quick break, but there is plenty more opening act after a very important message. Don't skip this cutscene, people.
The journey ended here. A place of wonder and awe.
Again, very important message.
We've reached
Plays
the
an ad.
cosmic veil
Oh,
and
wait,
reached
this is
a new
Arknights.
planet.
Oh.
Yet
This is the
generations
Arknights
later,
RPG they've been
the world
advertising for a
remains
bit. Enfield.
untamed.
Oh yeah, that's
We
MiHoYo.
think-
Like, see the character
Yeah.
designs, you instantly know.
Paths destined
Oh, this is
to
not
cross.
Hoyo actually. A Hybrid is
I'm here for you now.
the history for this student is actually really odd. Before Hoyo, there was well, let's start with N. No, M. The developer for Girls Frontline, which is that military-style RPG, had a bunch of artists that diverged from their development staff to found Arknights.
Oh.
There's a lot of like tension behind that.
Interesting.
Arknights itself, this I believe is not a gacha game, but a full-fledged RPG on their part. And I believe
Not
it
a
actually
gacha.
might be a sequel to Arknights.
I mean, the word's not a gotcha. That makes me more interested immediately.
I might be wrong about not a gacha, honestly. But it's definitely a step up from what the previous game was, which is basically just like fancy gacha tower defense. This one might actually be a full-fledged like combat action RPG.
Substantial jump in production quality from that to this.
Definitely a Chinese game. Oh yeah, Billy developer. I'm not sure how well these wuxia style games are necessarily going to translate to the West, honestly. Like there's a very specific cultural upbringing with the tropes it uses.
Ah, right, Rogue Trader is coming out now. I think it is out.
Oh yeah, I think it is out. Yeah, I saw a review thread on Reddit like just before this.
To darkness and bring the light of the Emperor to the uncharted void.
Warhammer games and not examining Imperial propaganda. Name a more iconic duo.
Vile mutants and Xenos threats beyond number.
I definitely feel the games are especially bad at going into the fact that the Terran Empire is definitely not the good guys in their scene.
Yeah, well, it's not even so much like a thing about not being the good guys, so much as they just sort of present the premise of the world and don't interrogate it at all. Right, like this thing of like, oh yeah, this is the grim darkness of the far-flung future where there is only war, and therefore, yeah, probably reasonable enough to have an empire of man. That's the only way to survive, isn't it?
You
Sure.
ought to see a traitor to the crown, hanged by the neck.
Oh,
For his crime,
VR Assassin's Creed.
penalty is death.
You
With
know,
double jumping.
Of all the games that deserve a VR mode, Assassin's Creed is definitely
Actually, yeah, that's actually a
Yeah.
kind of a fair point.
Day on the canals with my good
Like,
friend Ezio.
the very concept of just like dive bombing from a first-person perspective is actually worth it. You know.
The Templars will succeed.
Also, what was it? Dishonored also deserves a VR mode for
Oh,
similar
yeah.
reasons.
It looks like it's sort of a greatest hits thing where you get to play as all of the Assassin's Creed protagonists.
Yeah.
Welcome back to the 2023 Game Awards opening act, I'm still Sydney Goodman, here with another award, this time for innovation in accessibility. The gaming community is massive, but honestly, it should be even bigger.
Curious about this one.
These nominees are pushing gaming beyond its current limits. Their teams have created software and hardware that make it possible for people of all abilities to experience the medium of gaming, with accessible features and technology that get us all one step closer to a seamless play for everyone. These nominees are doing the work, and they are Diablo 4,
No.
Forza Motorsport,
Sure.
Hi-Fi Rush, Marvel's Spider-Man 2,
Yeah, I mean,
Combat
they did
One,
fine.
and
It's a racing
Street
game. I
Fighter
don't think
6.
either of us are in that scene, so I
No.
don't know
Game Award goes
how
to
qualified that award is.
Forza Motorsport.
I just have thoughts about the fact that Diablo 4 is on it.
Yeah, what the fuck did
And-
Diablo do specifically for accessibility?
I don't know. Like,
Thank you so
it's a
much.
game with a lot of
Since this
like,
category was introduced several years
the basic
ago,
premise of
I think
Diablo
we've
4
seen
isn't exactly
dramatic
like
shift in the whole
inaccessible,
industry
right?
towards
Because
making games more and more accessible.
like getting to work with
And
custom
with
controllers
some
and
amazing
a
nominees,
colorblind mode
like
to make it so it's a little easier to see. I guess it's all
at this
there,
point,
but
Yeah,
it's
it's
like,
like-
I think we've made
what
the
makes
most
this
accessible
particularly
racing
stand
game
out?
ever
Yeah, what's the
available
innovation is
across
what
mobility and
I'm
vision
questioning
spectrum,
here, because
including
like I know what
players,
Street Fighter did, I know what Forza Motorsport Horizon did. They did a lot of things to make the racing simulation genre much more accessible and playable.
It's a joke that you can basically buy an off-the-shelf
None of this
racing
would have
game
been
these days.
possible without
You
the
have
amazing
was basically a
teams
very
behind the
realistic
scenes.
physics
Big thank
simulator
you
for
to
how the
our
car
audio
actually works
team for their
IRL.
tireless effort,
To the point where like
championing
even
for
racers are taking
accessibility
advantage
and
of
making
of
this
what
game
seemed
the
like
best that it could
glitches
be.
glitches
Big
or
thank you
cheats
to
in a
the
racing
UI
game
team,
to
our studio
great
leadership
effect
team,
on
our
the world itself.
accessibility
I
leadership
believe
team,
one
and
guy
last but not least, Brandon
recently got
Cole
rule
for
change
being
and
our,
the professional scene
accessibility
for
consultant and partner for the last 2 years.
cramming his car as fast as
We're
possible
really
against the
proud
side
of the
of
work that
against the
we've been able to
sidewalls
do, so
Yeah.
to
thank you
get
very
like
much.
second place. That's hilarious.
Can I turn up the stream a little? It's quiet. Yes, I can.
Congratulations, Forza Motorsport. Here at the Game Awards, we believe strongly in accessibility.
Diablo 4 brought a
and
lot of
wanna
people to other
celebrate any
ARPGs
game
like
that
Last
makes it a
Epochs and
priority.
Path of Exile.
And our next
Yeah.
developer, The Odd
I
Gentleman,
guess that
believe
counts.
that by
I guess
making
that
their
works.
games and
I'm
their
pretty sure that's not what
company
Jeff was going
accessible
for,
and
but I'm
inclusive,
sure that
they can
is a
develop new
qualifier.
types of gameplay with
But
stories
man.
that everyone can
Oh,
enjoy.
thank you for
Street Fighter
subscribing,
They
has
Spider.
created
to have
the
been like a
following
second
game
place for
in
that
a
one.
deep collaboration with artists
Yeah,
and
Street Fighter
developers
did
from the
so
deaf
much to
community.
make
We are
like fighting
very
games more
excited
accessible.
to reveal it now. This is Harmonium, the musical.
Harmonium, the what? Oh, well, the stream is about to be demonetized. Oh shit, that rules.
The glitter thing is very creative. This is straight up Disney.
Very Disney. Like, I think intentionally so.
Oh, Southeast Asian character designs. That was really clever with the strings. With the strings as wings. Yeah, this is definitely a kid-friendly game, or at least intentionally targeting the parents.
Very much. Which is good and necessary. And it's just a cool fucking
absolutely.
concept. Like a music game with a deaf protagonist? Excellent.
And the non-human designs are actually just aces. It's actually really good.
Mm-hmm. That is interesting. Because, like, that's the thing is, like, people get so
Honestly,
shitty about,
I
oh,
don't
they're
know
just
how
tricking
much
diversity
better
boxes.
gaming
I
can
have
get.
never
What
played a game
happens
with a
past
deaf
the golden
protagonist in a
age?
musical
Platinum is the
setting
platinum
before.
age of gaming.
I've never played
Also,
that.
can I
That
please
sounds
be
cool.
paid in platinum? I'd like it direct deposited, please. And now I have the
A lot
honor
of people
of
mention
announcing
Netflix
the winners
games as
for
if they,
our 5
as if
esports
Netflix wasn't
categories.
investing
The
heavily into the
nominees
gaming
for
sphere
best
for a while
esports
now. But yes,
athlete
this is
are
what they've been up to for the last
Faker,
few years.
Okay, we know who has to take this
Demon
one.
1,
Yeah.
Hydra,
If it's not
Ruler,
Faker, it's
and
fucking
Imperial
rigged.
How. And the game
Yeah.
award goes to
I think I might be ahead of you a little bit, actually.
Faker.
Good. Faker gets it. Good.
Yep.
For best
Yep.
It has,
esports
like, you
coach,
can't
the
not
nominees
give it to
are
Faker.
Potter, Sonic,
He like
Gumba,
it's a four-peat.
Ecstasy,
It's a
and
four-peat.
Homie.
How do you top a
And the
four-peat?
Game Award goes to
I want Evo to win the best events though.
Potter. For
that was
Best
just
Esports
amazing.
event, here are the nominees.
There-
2023
4
League
of the
Legends
5
World
nominees.
Championship.
If you remove the game but
Black
just
TV
kept the
Paris
overall
Major
set design
2023.
and stage design,
Evo 2023.
it would be
The
easy
International
to
Dota
mistake
2
one for the other. But you
Yeah.
cannot mistake
2023.
Evo for anything
and
else.
Valorant Champions 2023.
Yeah, Riot has a
Award
style,
goes
and
to
so much of the rest of the esports industry has bitten it.
2023
Really?
League of Legends World
Worlds was
Championship.
fine this year. It wasn't amazing.
For Best Esports Game, the nominees are Counter-Strike 2, Dota 2,
Oh, Valorant winning
League of
esports
Legends,
game? I don't know about
PUBG
that.
Mobile, and Valorant.
I think you're a little bit ahead of
and the
ahead
Game
of me on
Award
the stream.
goes to
Yeah, I'm going to refresh, try to keep
Valorant.
myself on the same page because obviously
And
I will
finally,
otherwise be
the
spoiling.
nominees for
Yeah, I think
Best
you're like
Esports
10
Team
seconds
are
ahead or so.
Evil Geniuses.
Yeah.
Fnatic,
Give it to Evil Geniuses.
Gaming
Come on.
Gladiators,
It'll be funny.
JD Gaming, and Team Vitality. And the Game Award goes to
JD Gaming.
JD
Okay, fair
Gaming.
enough.
Huge congratulations, everyone. I love esports. I'm a huge esports
There you go.
fan.
I should be
just
on pace
like
now.
my father and his father before him. We Goodmans are a huge esports
JD did
fan,
very,
dating all
very
the way
well.
back to the
It w-
mid-1800s.
If it wasn't
But
for
before you
Faker
can think too
being
hard
back on
that,
top of
it's
his
time
game,
for
I think it
another
would have been their
2
title this
world
year.
premieres.
Yeah.
First up is the latest game from a team that won at the Game Awards back in 2017. So I think we can trust them to crush it again. This is Windblown.
Ooh, nice style.
This looks familiar.
And it has furries. Well, that's an instant popularity.
That's surprisingly gory. What the hell? By the creator of Dead Cells. Oh, well, that explains a lot.
Yeah, you're still a little bit ahead, I think.
Okay. Yeah. Let me. I did the times 2 buffer trick and pushed myself ahead. But yeah, now you're seeing what I'm seeing. And holy shit. What the hell?
Ooh, that looks good.
Shit, this is actually. Okay, well, it's Dead Cells, so I'm not surprised that the combat is so gorgeous, but that was surprisingly intense, you know?
That really does look really good. Ooh,
These are really cute creatures being cut in half.
it's a little bit Happy Tree Friends.
It kinda is. Okay, well, they have my attention.
Yeah, that looks really, like, visually, it's very, very stylish and well put together.
Yeah, other than the fact that cute critters getting cut in half, quite literally, it also looks like a really smooth combat design.
Okay, so the Thumper guy or the Thumper devs are doing something here.
Yep, another weird game.
Looks VR to me.
Yeah.
I'm not sure it's a rhythm game, though.
It's a very abstract premise. You're right, it might not actually be a rhythm game, but
But it sure does have a space fetus.
that sure is a space fetus.
Yes, Thrasher.
Being
In case you
mentioned
didn't
also
know,
too,
is
it
from
is
the
it
same
does feel a little
artist
also like to
slash
me in that
composer
you're
blew
supposed to
our
match
minds
certain
back in
like movement
2016
patterns.
with
Yeah.
the cult hit Thumper. I'm so excited.
Oh, thank you for
we've got
subscribing,
another
Titanic.
mind-bending game coming from him in 2024. Special shout out to Samsung and Samsung
And Jack
Gaming
Sherrill, I
Hub,
think I
who,
missed
not
you.
to brag, are also throwing a massive Game Awards viewing party over at Samsung's New York City flagship location with Typical Gamer and Chica. I wish I could be at 2 places at once, but the last time I tried to clone myself, I sparked a pretty sizable fire in the MIT experimental physics lab. Oops, but we can talk about that later. Let's check out what Samsung
And
is coming
Fupar,
out
thank
with
you
now.
for the Prime Gaming sub. That reminds me, I need to get my nephew a Game Pass subscription. He's just got his first gaming PC.
Oh, perfect. Good time to get Game Pass too. There's a lot of good solid games on it.
Yeah. Faker won esports, Zuva style. As he should.
Unfortunately, Valorant was the one that won esports Game of the Year. I'm not sure how I feel about that.
Ooh, creepy mask.
Oh yeah, Persona 3.
Oh, it's Persona 3. Ah. Is that a remake? I guess it must be.
It is. It is. Which is about time because Persona 3 is old. It's PlayStation 2 old. I got some suspicion that the gameplay itself might not have aged all that well, though. I remember a lot of frustrations with it when I was playing it growing up. But if there's any game that deserves a remake, it's definitely Persona 3. Audio is apparently bugged.
Where did that Discord link go? I want to pin it. Audio's messed up. Oh, sorry about that.
It's our job to defeat them. Pretty exciting, huh?
Hang on, wait. Ah.
Persona. Next. Come on!
Why do you try to fight when you know it's hopeless?
In fact, I don't even really have a good reason to live.
For me, or you, or anyone, just simply existing gives our lives meaning. Soon, the end will come.
Okay, it's still good, right?
Yeah, chat saying it's good now. I forget that Persona 3 has some of the creepier like boss designs. Like this is still closer to the when Shin Megami Tensei was the franchise leader rather than Persona.
Hmm.
Yes, I was hoping for a new Persona.
This is
a new
this
Persona
is not
game,
a new
that is.
Persona
I
girl.
still
What are you
wanna
talking
be
about?
Sydney. But enough about me. Make sure to stay tuned as Google and the Samsung Galaxy Z Fold 5 are bringing you a spectacular celebration of mobile gaming. It's going to be an epic event just like this next world premiere. It's the product of a surprise team up between two nominated games tonight. Let's check it out.
Oh, Dave the Diver.
Oh yeah. So what the hell is that collaborating with? Dredge?
That makes sense.
Okay. I mean, yeah, it does. Kind of.
It makes a surprising amount of sense. They're both the unexpected darlings of the year, and they both have similar themes.
That's really fucking funny. That's really funny. I'm on board with that. That's cool. That's a natural collaboration between brands.
I'm doing that next week. That sounds like a perfect combination.
But I have to keep it together because I have the next award ready to go. Here are your
Iron Mouse,
nominees
let's go.
for Content Creator of the Year.
Oh, let's see who's going to turn out to be terrible in a year or two.
Quackity.
I want them to give it to People Make Games.
Cypher PK.
I don't know who the
And
other three
the Game
are.
Award goes to
Iron
Mouse got it.
Yeah, it's
so, Iron Mouse couldn't be here tonight because Iron Mouse is animated, and sadly, we're not in the Matrix yet. But she did send us a message. Take it away, Iron Mouse.
I am so incredibly honored to have been the recipient of the Content Creator of the Year award. First and foremost, I want to express my deepest heartfelt gratitude to the incredible community that has gathered around my streams. And I also want
Freddy
to
Fuzzy says, "Damn, that is pink." Yeah, that's Iron Mouse.
That is Iron Mouse.
Thank you so much to my team that hosts.
I will say I
every single
don't
day.
expect Iron Mouse to pull a boogie on us because the girls that would have done so have all left to be shoujo. I couldn't help but notice that there was a trend in like who departed the shoujo who stuck around.
Okay,
and tends to be on that
close
side
to the
of
big
things.
show, but I'm not ready to let go just yet. And no, I'm not a narcissist. I'm just a hoarder of world premieres. And up next is a very special world premiere, 15 years in the making.
So it's a remake of World of Goo then, or a sequel?
What a
Interesting.
beautiful world. Too bad they never made another one.
World of Goo sequel. Well, okay then.
Well,
Did not see that
fascinating.
coming, but sure.
I don't
You know
think
what?
anybody did.
It's essentially a little construction building game, and it was fun. So sure, I'll fucking.
Huh. I can dig it. Always love a good creative physics game. Oh, that is clever.
Because like World of Goo is a game from like that very specific time in gaming, like with like where you saw the clear influence of like Flash games and like these little physics simulation puzzle games that were like real popular for a time.
Very much aesthetic in general, yeah.
It's like it's a hell of a throwback.
They only use the number 2. They missed the opportunity to have Goo 2.
Yeah.
G-O-O. Why would they miss the opportunity? It's right in front of you.
That is satisfying to watch. Almost as
Who's the
satisfying
marketing
as the
team? They
Game
dropped the ball
Awards
on
show
this.
that's minutes away. We have one more huge world premiere, a brand new fantasy RPG from the creators of Persona 3, 4, and 5. And tonight they're giving us a glimpse into the story, characters, and gameplay. Let's do this.
Something new from Atlas then.
It's a story about a world very different from ours.
The title of this game is impossible for me to remember because it's really weird. It's a re-fantasia something or the other.
World His Highness once dreamt of.
To put it another way, this is a fantasy.
Oh no, is it an isekai?
No, I think it's just a straight up fantasy. Oh, this is the first time I've seen gameplay. This is very Persona-like.
It's kind of more Persona Warriors, really.
It really does look like that, especially with the menu and character designs. Yeah, Shoji Meguro, so the soundtrack is going to be really freaking good.
There's some damn good character designs too. Like the main character's a little boring, but that's what they're supposed to be.
It's a bit biopunk.
Yeah, a little bit.
It tells of a world united as one tribe.
If only our lives were anything like the
It's a very Persona 5 style menu design, obviously. We just saw a bit of a dating simulator in there.
By the differences that make us who we are.
There was a plot in his life. One I wish I'd written out sooner.
Also, anime cooking is always a good thing.
Yes.
As far as I'm concerned, anime cooking is always a solid thing to add.
Also, there's some gender going on there. Holy shit.
You'll be a hero.
Yeah. Metaphor! That's what it was. Metaphor re-fantasio.
It's an isekai-ass title, I will say.
Very much so. And there's like very clear, like
Okay,
it's
my
almost
friends,
as
that is
if
it for our opening act, but we are very
what
far
is it?
from done. Our big show is about to begin, but don't worry, this isn't the last you'll see of me. I'm
What was
staying
the
all
best
night,
stuff?
baby, and I cannot wait because this
it's like
show
it's on the tip of my
is
tongue, but it's just refusing to get out.
tons of big
Fire Emblem.
awards,
It's
even
as if
more
Persona
world
and Fire
premieres of
Emblem
brand
had
new
a really
games,
stylish
and
baby.
An
Yeah.
incredibly special guest, a legendary actor and performer of both the stage and screen, the Muppet himself, the great
With
Gonzo.
maybe a little bit of
I have to
influence
admit,
from
I'm freaking
Xenoblade, I'm
out.
thinking, especially with
really
this like the
starstruck.
macro scale
And get
monsters.
this, the
Yeah.
cast of the show, based on the Fallout franchise, is here to debut an exclusive new look at the series.
Ah, right, the
vault
Fallout
is
series.
opening in a
That
huge
looks
way
really
tonight.
bad.
Okay.
Ugh.
Thank you all for going on this journey with me. You're the best.
Anyway, that was the
companions
pre-show.
hosts could
How's
ask
everyone
for.
doing?
Let's
Yep.
do the boss level. The 2023
Oh, that was just the pre-show.
Game Awards starts now.
Welcome
I
to
am
the
so
Game
glad
Awards
that
2023.
Jeff decided to get a professional stage designer.
Here's your host.
Yeah,
Remember
instead
the
of the
worms?
fucking horror show he had last year. Just inside of like a squirming pit of snakes.
The worms will haunt my dreams. He got real shoes! Who is this man?
Wait, where the fuck are the sneakers? That's not Jeff! That's the imposter! Kill him!
And welcome to the Game Awards. Tonight is our 10th TGA, a global celebration of video games, and boy, do we have a show for you. I am so excited to get this started. Together, we are going to recognize outstanding creative work in games in 2023, and we'll look into the future with an astonishing
Zimmerman
lineup
asked how long it'll take for someone to rush the stage. As I understand it, they increased security this
They
year.
have
so
increased
hopefully-
security a lot because they don't want it happening again.
In this room,
Yeah, for like the
online,
third time in a
around the
row.
world,
Yeah,
focus
and
on something we can
we-
all
we'll-
agree
we'll
on.
give Jeff a
There's
chance. We'll
nothing
see
more
what happens, but
powerful or more immersive than an
we probably shouldn't
extraordinary
expect him to address
video game.
either the rampant layoffs that are just tearing the industry apart and the people who work in it right now, nor should we expect him to address the letter from, what were they called? The Tomorrow something?
Medium different.
The
actual things we play
I'll look
are
it up.
insanely
Let's see.
special, and we're going to celebrate that.
Basically, there's a special category of like
got
developers
such an
that the Game
amazing group
Awards
of
has
people with
honored
us
and like sort of
that
marked out as
built talented
the
creators and
future
teams,
class. Like these are
and
the
many
people
of
who drive the
them
future of the
are here
industry.
tonight.
They all
Mr.
signed a
Aguilera,
letter
Mr.
for Jeff
Fujibashi,
Keighley
great to
asking
see
him
you
to,
back
hey,
after
maybe we should
winning Game of the
talk
Year
about
2017.
Israel Palestine. Maybe
Breath
we
of the
should say,
Wild.
hey, maybe
Good
genocide
luck
is bad
tonight.
actually, which is something people make games who were
One of our industry's greatest creative and technical forces,
nominated
Mark
for
Cerny, PlayStation's
like content creator of the year have made a
system
video about,
architect,
and he has just
celebrating
been
25 years
silent,
of Cerny games.
completely silent
Thank you for being here,
about
Mark.
it.
Of course,
Yep.
the team behind
Probably
Pizza
because
Towers
the
here
industry
too.
itself is kind of really torn about it, and he's very much just the
He's a weather
barometer
vane.
for
Yeah,
the
he just
whole-
turns whichever way the wind is blowing.
Everyone's here.
Yep.
Melina Jurgens,
Pretty
our
much.
best performance winner in 2017 for Hellblade. Welcome. I think we'll be seeing you a little bit later tonight.
But to be clear,
And we're
anything short
also
of a
honored to be
ceasefire right
joined
now
by the
is
Fujimoto
completely
family,
indefensible.
Haru
And a
Ryozo,
ceasefire is
who are
the
celebrating
bare minimum.
40
Bare minimum.
years of Capcom this year, and a Game of the Year nomination for Resident Evil. Welcome, guys. It's so great to have you with us. Now we have.
I am interested to see what Eiji Aonuma is doing there.
Show. So let's get
Oh,
right
yeah.
into it. To present tonight's
Because
first
like
award
he wouldn't
is
usually
last
fly
year's
out
winner of
if
Best
he didn't have
Performance.
like a
Please
purpose for
join
being
me
there.
in welcoming back to the Game
nothing else,
Awards.
to accept the
we're gonna
award.
do it. The actor behind Kratos.
Yeah, I guess
in
it's just
God of
because
War,
Tears of the
Oh,
Kingdom is
boy.
nominated for stuff.
Judge.
It's Christopher Judge. So, what's the bet? How long his speech is going to be this year?
Well, I mean, he's
5 minutes, 10 minutes.
he's here to be a presenter, not to accept an award.
Oh, what a card. Good evening,
Impeccable
everybody.
style, though, as always.
Yeah, look, that man has fucking drip for days.
It is such a pleasure to be back here. I have such great memories of last year. Mr. Pacino, forgetting to thank my wife.
Yeah, funny, very funny.
Leaning into it. Leaning.
All right. I get it. I'm not gonna stand up here making long speeches. I'm gonna stick to the script. No 8-minute speech like last year. But fun fact, my speech was actually longer than this year's
he went
Call
there.
of Duty campaign.
Whoa! Okay.
Oh!
Well, shit.
Oh!
That was. I mean, they deserve it.
I'm not sure if my clapping went through the filter, but yeah, that was deserved.
Good shot. Good shot.
I'm here to present the award. for
To Tomit,
best
the joke was his speech last year was longer than the
in the
Call
year
of Duty
games.
campaign this year.
Beloved by audiences and acclaimed by critics. These actors delivered 6 unforgettable performances.
I believe that pen
Here are
does
the
in fact say
nominees.
it's workers create games.
Best performance.
Revenge is a weapon.
It's been a long 5 years. Hope may feel beyond our grasp.
You play grown-up
It's
games,
kind of unfair
you
to have
face
Idris
grown-up
Elba.
consequences.
a world-recognized actor being amongst this list. And yet I think Neil's still gonna make it.
Hey, Astarion gets the nod.
Ready for your annual physical? We have to talk. I'm the hero here.
Curious about this one.
Whoever wins.
Idris Elba is not here.
Give me the okay to say, take as long as you want to. Thank everyone who's ever meant anything in your life. And I dare you. I double dare you to try to break my record, 7 minutes, 59 seconds. And the award goes to...
I suspected as much.
Neil
I think Elba's
nice
overall acting is like just a class on its own, but it's hard to miss out on the fact that Astarion really, really knocked it out of the park.
Yeah, like there's a reason people went nuts for that character.
Here's what traumatized half the chat though, because the joke about Astarion's voice acting, right, is that if you liked it that much, then you really must enjoy Stewie Griffin's voice acting in Family Guy.
Hello, Brian.
Hi. This is unreal. I just wanted to say, I know I don't have much time.
Surprisingly, he wasn't the top 3 World Mass characters on BG3 stats, apparently.
Thank you
Probably
very
because
much,
a
very
lot
well voted.
of the players are
My
just
incredible
straight
fellow
cisgendered
actors, the
male.
nominees, unbelievable
So I'm not terribly
talent.
surprised.
To be even considered amongst you is extraordinary.
But he's
so thank you very
popular
much
with the
indeed.
right crowd.
To Swen, to Larry, to all
And
the
even
writers,
if he's
to
not
Stephen Rooney,
necessarily the top
the writer
among
of
women
Astarion,
and gays, I
so
would
I'm
say
looking at
that's probably
everybody,
because his
to
routes
Philip, who
in
worked so
particular
hard, the
tends to
directors, my
be
fellow actors, 248 incredible
morally
actors
really
gave it
murky and
heart soul.
Yeah, they're
deliberately
dark.
To
Like, it's
Meteor
about
Media,
abuse. It's about
gracias
surviving
para
abuse
todos,
and what it can do to
gracias,
you.
Aleta, gracias, y Coco también. And to my agents, I will thank you later. I'm sorry, I'm going to wrap it up apparently. One thing I will say, please, if that's okay, the community.
And honestly,
has
I
reached
really
out to
like
so many of us at
I really
Larian
like
and said they
morally
were
really
seen
murky
and
character
they were
interactions in
represented
the
by
first
this
place. I
game
feel that's
when they
where
lost
that's
hope,
where the
they
meat
felt
of good
isolated,
storytelling
they
tends to
felt
be, you know,
alone,
not in the
and
clear
this
cut
game
stuff.
In the
brought them
discomfortable
together and
things.
gave them something to push through to help them all. And to you, I want to say thank you so much for seeing us. I appreciate it.
Also, his robes are sick.
Yeah. That's a great fit.
I just don't know about those shoes.
Congratulations, Neil. Great speech and short, so thank you. There are lots more awards to come, but now it's time to look ahead to what you'll be playing next. Let's get to those world premieres. And for the honor of presenting our first one, it's an incredible thrill to introduce a true Renaissance man. Please welcome Academy Award-winning actor and New York Times best-selling author, Matthew McConaughey.
What is Matthew McConaughey?
What the fuck is he doing here? Why is Timothée Chalamet is apparently going to be here as well, and I don't know why.
Thank y'all for having me.
Is he voice acting a Doom game?
Here.
I know
What's
there are
up,
a bunch of
everybody?
Doom games lined
Good to
up.
be here with you at the Game Awards.
Why are you here, Matthew?
And why are you the least stripped out person out here with a Hollywood
He
budget?
just has not made any effort whatsoever.
Said, no, don't do that. Come out and say.
This is his loungewear, man.
All right, we'll see how that handled. I'm here tonight because I have a world premiere for you from Austin's own Archetype Entertainment. I'm also here tonight because the video game that I'm premiering is the first ever video game that I'm a part of.
Ah, okay, so he does have something to plug, I guess.
When the Archetype team first reached out to me, I was excited about becoming a part of the gaming world, but what really
Matthew
turned me
McConaughey,
on
no one here gives a
was
shit
when they
about you,
shared
I
the game's
promise you.
vision and my role in it. I will be voicing a character in this game, and all I can say is that I will have a unique relationship with every player. In this game,
this game, hey.
moves differently. Days for you are decades for your loved ones back home.
Huh,
The
that sounds
choices that
familiar.
you make not
Oh,
only affect the people that you love, they'll also affect your entire civilization for generations to come. Now, personally, I have had some experience with time dilation.
Yeah, no shit, Matthew McConaughey.
And now you can too. So now I'm proud to share the first ever look at Exodus.
I think I like the concept better as Voices of the Distant Star.
Matthew, you could have at least dressed up, honestly.
Max, we need to head back.
Hold on, I'm getting a reading.
Max!
Wait!
Max!
What she found that day was a miracle. It would be our salvation to fight against the Celestials, humanity's greatest enemy.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Okay. Once the assault rifles came out, I just kind of lost interest.
Yeah. It feels like that focus on the drama of time dilation's effects on social relations. Then sure. But if it's just another like action sci-fi,
it really just looks like it's
opera.
another one where you shoot things and throw grenades at them.
Chasing us until they ripped our ship apart. And I had
Which
to save her.
it's that very annoying thing about modern sci-fi that so much of it just doesn't know how to exist outside of the framework of being military soldiers doing military soldier stuff.
When you travel at light
it's
speed,
what's even worse is that they don't actually do the military soldier stuff, which is 99% just standing around being bored.
Yeah.
It's they make it an adventure. They romanticize it.
Yeah, it's always non-stop action and like struggling with violence against
and in the chaos of those final
extinctionary blah blah.
said goodbye.
Come with me! Wait! Please! Tom! I love you.
Our service, our sacrifice.
There again, like that's
worlds.
service, sacrifice. That's all fucking Marine talk.
Yeah.
Breaks empires. We are the travelers.
Yeah, there is like
this song.
Rifles, shooty bang bang guns.
This is a totally jarring to go from all of that like psychodrama to Muse.
Yeah, and that's because what they want to sell is like, yeah, this is a cool action game where you shoot things with guns. Like that's the vibe they want to get. And it's like, it's just the worst genre of sci-fi.
My brain's asked does Red ever make announcements at Game Awards? They do. I believe Song of Nunu was announced at a previous award,
Yes.
along with
world
yeah.
premiere.
They do it every once in a while.
Yeah, when they have something to announce. It's been a while since they had a native game to announce, but that's just because they're all in the incubator.
Yeah, like Project L will probably show up at the Game Awards at some point, I'm sure.
God, I hope. God, I hope.
Not this year, but you know.
Don't say that. I want to see a trailer. I've been waiting for that game since 2016.
It's hey Kratos. Oh, it's not going to be this year. Project
Hey,
L.
Dad's back.
Okay, so that's DLC then.
Remember nothing of this place.
Oh, nothing that would help us.
And he's out without Atreus.
Master thyself.
Oh, it has to be DLC, right?
Yeah, it is. I'm sure.
Yeah.
He's going back to.
I'm
Greece.
sure they will have a third game to finish out the Loki epic, but
I must face this.
No shame in what just happened. It's all part of the process. Let's go again.
Oh, is it like a roguelike thing?
yeah, that's the feeling I'm getting.
It looks
I
like,
guess it's
yeah,
a
like a
challenge mode.
roguelike combat arena challenge room thing sort of thing.
Yeah.
Which, okay. I mean, it's a good combat system, so I don't mind that. That was a Cyclops.
Valhalla. That's a good name.
This game
Or
has too many
basically-
subtitles now, though.
Yeah.
God of War Ragnarok Valhalla.
Valhalla Part 2.
Oh, fuck,
harder.
that's like...
Oh, free.
That's like in 4 days, too. Okay.
God damn. Well, you're probably going to be a little busy.
Well, shit.
There's a very nice holiday surprise from PlayStation. Kratos
I appreciate
and
free
Mimir are headed
DLC,
to Valhalla
especially
to
large
blend
expansion
blends
DLCs,
God
more
of
than
War
ever these days.
Ragnarok's combat
Because it
with
feels like
elements inspired by the
anytime else a
roguelike
game, like
genre
nickel
for
and dime
emotional,
to hell and back.
unexpected,
Yeah.
and fun
But
new
this is the
twist.
prestige
And
thing
yes,
for
as you
PlayStation,
saw,
so it makes
is
sense.
free. The
Yeah.
team at Santa Monica Studio are fans of their fans and are offering this DLC, God of War Ragnarok Valhalla, as a gift to the community, and you will be able to download it in just 5
Damn, that's actually
days
a pretty big
on
drop.
December
That's
10th.
surprisingly big news from God of War.
That is
Amazing.
cool. That is very cool.
All right, switching gears.
Yeah.
Our
No
next
complaints
world
here.
premiere comes from a small independent team of developers in Australia. I love that this show can give a platform to independent creators. Their last
Yeah,
game
fuck you,
in
Jeff.
2019 was a sensation, and their next project is equally exciting and unexpected.
Okay, I'm already excited. He got me. Untitled Goose Game, sure. Let us know what you're
Yes,
doing.
good. Yeah, it's
Oh,
not
it's a
Silk
co-op
Song,
game.
I'm afraid. Sorry. But there's a lot of kookaburras.
Oh, there they are.
Where? Oh, I see them.
Interesting.
Let's go.
I gained the sense it's a co-op exploration game?
That looks very cute. Interesting mix of aesthetics. Like that the environments are so realistic, but then the characters and like
Simple, cartoony 3D
yeah, this
models.
very
yeah.
like 90s 3D animation made of very basic shapes.
Huh.
A big walk. I'm curious.
Super fun, right? I did a playtest of that game about a year ago and had so much fun. It is a very special.
Boneyard said
unique
this
game.
looks
I'm
like
honored
something
we got
that
to
will
share
pop
it
out
with you
dreams.
on the
I
show.
fully
All right,
understand
while
what
you're
you mean.
watching
This is
Yeah.
very much a
TGA,
dream
head
like
to TGASteamDeck.com right now. We're doing another Steam Deck giveaway. This time it's the brand new 1 terabyte Steam Deck OLED featuring an HDR OLED display. Enter now only
Boy,
during the
Nosy
live
Metal,
show
that
at
was a
TGASteamDeck.com.
That was a
I'm
heck of a
glad
typo.
you corrected that one, buddy. That
All right, trust me, we
Yeah.
are just getting started, guys. There are so many game announcements, awards, and musical performances ahead, including the old gods of Asgard from Alan Wake 2. Just wait, it's amazing. We'll be right back.
Ah, the Prince of Persia game.
Oh yeah.
I'm here to save a prince.
I don't like the redesign for this.
Yeah, I mean, I think it actually looks really fun mechanically speaking.
But there's something about Ubisoft where everything they touch has like an overall sense of being generic. Although,
Yeah.
I will say this. The return to old school 2D combat and traversal for Prince of Persia is interesting.
Yeah.
How am I still alive?
You seem stronger, but not strong
Oh, the
enough
audio's
to
bugging out again?
save a
Ah,
friend
goddammit.
yet.
Okay, why am I getting an echo? I don't understand why I'm getting an echo.
It's apparently fixed again.
Are you courageous enough
Yeah.
and clever enough to save
I think
your
it might be a
friend?
plugin. Like, I use a plugin to capture the audio directly from the stream, and maybe that's having some trouble. The visual effects and aesthetics in this game are really good. Like, really good. There's some really good animation, too. It's such a pity that it's an Ubisoft game.
Yeah. It's like they put a lot of care into the overall animation combat, but this is a combat cutscene as well. How much of the actual gameplay, like your moment-to-moment experience with an Ubisoft title, really depends on like which studios behind it, which like creative directors behind it.
Yeah. Anyway, Lego Fortnite.
I can't say I hate the combination.
Yeah, it makes sense. Like, it makes sense that Lego would want to get in on it, and it makes sense to try and put it together. I guess.
And like, Fortnite by itself is a really cartoony thing in the first place, and the building aspect of Fortnite
Yeah, exactly.
just fits in with Lego perfectly. actually looks more complex than the basic Fortnite builder too. They're
Yeah,
putting
like
some
it's
stuff
it's more like they seem to be aping Minecraft more than anything, really.
Yeah, is this a whole separate mode?
I mean, my nephew is gonna go feral for that.
Oh yeah. Wait a minute. Is this Fortnite as in the original game and not Fortnite Battle Royale?
I think it is. I think it might be Save the World mode. Yeah.
Yeah, this looks more like what Save the World would be.
Yeah, it's not. I don't think it is the Battle Royale mode. I think it's like a separate standalone. Well, I mean, it's the thing. Epic has been trying to pitch Fortnite as a platform for ages. As a platform, like in the same way that Roblox is, right? As a platform for creating other experiences, creating like branded partnership things inside. And it looks like Lego have taken them up on it.
And you know what? That might have been what Save the World mode was missing in the first place. Just like strong IP recognition.
Yeah.
I'm not against this.
No, I think that looks like like a combination of brands where they add something to each other.
Yeah.
Please welcome.
Well, we don't know about the monetization mail, but yeah, Fortnite's monetization is pretty predatory.
It is what it is.
In the way that is standard for the industry at this point, yeah. Love the hair.
Performing an original piece from our upcoming game, Senua's Saga Hellblade 2, I'm proud to introduce to you to one of my favorite bands, Heilung.
Okay, we'll go quiet now to let the band play.
Absolutely. Hellblade 2.
I've dreamt of
Hellblade 2.
I have never seen that style of zither before.
Of fear and
No, interesting. I wonder if it's a normal zither with just some customization on it, or if it's like a distinct instrument.
the heartbeat of the
the lost ones. I can feel them on my skin. Each death.
It screams neo-Nazi to me, to be honest. Sort of, like, it's pagan culture, especially Norse pagan culture and, like, sort of Celtic pagan culture, has a neo-Nazi problem, like a big one. Because neo-Nazis identify these things as narratives that they can push to sort of sell their white supremacist fantasies of, like, the ethno-state and cultural superiority and all the rest of it. But it's important to understand that neo-Nazi ideals and white supremacy are not inherent to either Azathoth, which is like the modern worship of like the Norse gods, or indeed to any of these ancient cultures. Like, because like as far as we know, Vikings did not really have a concept of race in the way that we do nowadays, and they ranged as far as from like Scandinavia all the way down to like North Africa. With their boats and ships, and took goods and people home with them to Scandinavia. Like, so, like, this idea that they had this sort of, like, white supremacists want to project this idea of the world as having been racially fully separated in some glorious imagined past where all the races were have their own ethnostates and there was no race mixing and blah. Like, and that's bullshit. That is complete and utter rampant nonsense. Like the populations of the world have always mixed, and they have always drawn from one another, taken stories and myths from one another, intermixed their cultures with one another. And so there's nothing in these ancient cultures that supports white supremacist fantasies. It's definitely a thing that if you see someone with Old Norse tattoos or whatever, it's a thing of, like, you should maybe just test to see if, like, how do they respond to a person of color? How do they respond to the concept of a trans person, right?
Yep.
But it is important not to conflate, like, because white supremacists want to colonize these aesthetics. They want to colonize these ideas. And it's important not to let them take ownership over it, because it's not fucking theirs.
It would very much be doing their work for them by conflating all of Norse culture with white supremacy.
Like, Gabe, you're not wrong. You're absolutely correct in observing that, like, yeah, there's definitely a lot of white supremacists who like these aesthetics, but, you know, it's just, I don't want them to have it, because this is my fucking ancestral culture. They can't have it. It's mine. Fuck off. Nazis, go and die, please.
Rather than linking to, we should do as much as possible to alienate them from it as much as possible.
The best stories are the ones we get lost in. Tonight's nominees for Best Narrative got us all in their drama, in their characters, and yes, sometimes in some weird stuff we can't explain. Here are the nominees.
Best Narrative.
In a horror story, they're only victims.
Alan Wake is gonna win this one.
Monsters.
Maybe. Strong contender.
Well, Baldur's Gate could take it too, I guess. But I really do think Alan Wake is like the prestige game that's like the narrative game about the writer who's trapped inside of his own writing.
Yeah, but also that feels a little masturbatory, if I'm going to be quite honest.
Oh, it's super masturbatory, but if it's writers voting on that shit, you know what's gonna happen.
And the award goes to...
Yep.
Alan Wake 2.
Told ya.
Absolutely. It was quite predictable, but also it feels a little... I don't know. It feels a little weird about writers voting about the best story of the year is one about writing. You know?
Yeah.
It just feels weird. It feels uncomfortable.
You're not wrong.
Thank you so much.
Say hello to the most Finnish man in the world, by the way.
Alan Wake 2, from the beginning, was a very story-focused project for us. I share this with the whole narrative team, the writers, Clay, Tyler, Sinikka, narrative designers who made the story into gameplay, Simone, Molly, the whole narrative team, directors working with actors, Anssi, Hannah, Rosie, Holly, all the wonderful actors here tonight, some of them, Melanie, Ilkka, Matt and David, but the whole cast, wonderful actors.
Jack Sherrill says, I can't tell if he's crying or just finished.
There's not always a big difference.
Custom songs to extend the story here tonight later. Poets of the Flawless, Old Gods of Asgard, Poe, This Road, every songmaker coming through Fright Music for our chapter songs. Thank you. We wanted to push things further, to do something new, and it's always a risk. For you to embrace it and understand it means so much.
He got shoved out there by the orchestra.
Yeah. Sam Lake is too finished to be intimidated by a bit of music.
Ooh, Hong Kong aesthetics. What is this?
アーティストとして私たちは想像力を駆使して
Tokyo,
目に見えないものを見ることができます。私たちは
It looks like
I'll
an
be the
ad
first
for
to say that.
clothing brand almost. What's
Yeah.
What do we have going on here?
どこにでも存在する。
Like this looks like a lifestyle ad.
Oh, what's her name? Studio.
Oh, right, the cool
you may
lady.
recognize that incredible creator who built her own independent studio in Tokyo, and she wanted to show you what she's been working on before she's even signed it with a publisher or a platform. I said, come to this show, just show it to the audience and the fans first. So that's what we're going to do. We're honored to have her back at the Game Awards. Please give a warm welcome to Akumi Nakamura.
Akumi Nakamura, right. God, she's fucking dripped out too. Look at that coat. That's a cool coat.
I see. Really amazing gamer.
Also, the brand design with the using your hands to make like spirit portals.
Yeah.
There's like a whole like mini comic being made about that right now.
I'm super excited to be on this stage.
It's like
again.
a Japanese folklore thing where you can use your hands to make like small gates to see like the unseen or the unknown.
Yeah, she's one of the people responsible for the character design of Bayonetta, by the way.
And
For those who don't know.
You, all you.
And she is distressingly adorable.
Your support changed my life. Today, I am honored to introduce our first project, Kemuri. It's time to see the unseen. 見てね! Bye bye!
Oh, the colors are really good.
Oh, this is nice. I would say she has some of the best sense for Asiatic horror design, especially urban horror. Oh, this is stylish as hell. What the hell? I wasn't expecting this.
I mean, it is only a trailer, but yeah, like the art design in this trailer is pretty top tier.
Oh.
And there's the
that's
gesture,
interesting.
right? So you do a gesture into the world of spirits, and then they fight demons, and like that looks cool. I'm not gonna get excited until I see a trailer for the actual game, but
Yeah, and Jeff did say she doesn't even have a publisher for this yet, so it's still very much like early out.
yeah, this feels like she's pitching for a publisher for it, actually.
And you know what? If she has the way to spend to do so on a platform like this, absolutely feel free to do so.
Yeah, like if you can use Keeley as an in for that,
like what we just saw
absolutely.
with Kemuri and like this project.
My sister.
But yeah, Asian urban mythology, hella my thing. So whatever she's making, I'm looking forward to it.
I couldn't tell
Either
from
way.
your character design, Lucian.
I mean, it wasn't obvious.
My dear techno ghost.
Oh, is this Skull and Bones?
No, surely not. Skull and Bones is never coming out. And yet...
I thought it was just a myth.
Yeah. Okay, I like the guy with the candles on his hat. That was cool. Good character design.
The Raven's better coat. Always a good one.
Nice monster design. Oh, nice monster design.
Oh, I appreciate that. Moon Studios, creator of Ori. So this is not
from the
Bones.
Ori people. Ooh, hello. Oh, this is not... Okay, it's a... For a second, I was like, is this going to be a Souls-like? No, not a Souls-like. But, oh, there's some good monster designs.
Oh, very nice. It's looking a little more Diablo in the actual game.
Yeah, it's more ARPG than... But it also, like... It looks like there's some real combat mechanics in terms of, like, invulnerability frames and parrying and shit.
Yep.
And
there's no complaints were offered. Yeah, the soldiers with a one-eyed mask.
Unanswered, but not quite the same.
No rest for the wicked. Excellent. Especially for a game with this sort of aesthetic.
Didn't Moon Studios have bad workplace misconduct or I don't know. It's not... I don't remember hearing it myself, but it might be true.
That's no rest
I
for the Wicked,
believe
an action
the
RPG from
lead
Moon
on
Studios, and more
Ori
information is
was
coming March 1st, as
exposed
you
as a
saw
bit
with
of
the
a
Wicked Inside
workplace
Showcase.
abuser.
Ah,
Tonight,
is he
during
still
the Game
working
Awards,
there?
Viewers in the US can enter
She,
to win
and
one
I'm
of
not sure.
100 Lenovo Legion Go gaming handhelds, a Windows 11 gaming PC in your hand. Head to TGALegion.com.
But yeah, it was one of those
show
cases where
to
Me
enter
Too
for
was
your
like
chance
not gender
to
specific.
win.
Yeah.
Here's a look at the Legion Go.
What's the ARPG action, basically? Yeah. It's a Diablo-style thing. Like, when it's a top-down, clickety, smash, smash, smash.
Yeah.
That's action RPG.
Yeah, real-time RPG with, well, it's basically a real-time action game with a lot of RPG elements regarding stats, health, mana, damage, crits, chance, etc.
Yeah.
The usual.
Best discoveries are the ones you really feel. The thrill of exploring new worlds.
I feel like Hi-Fi Rush would have been done so well on the award show if they, on the award circuit, if they just timed their release a little better. But I appreciate the hot drop. I appreciate the hot drop.
Little Kitty Big City, I am quite excited for that game because it's so fucking cute. Ah, well. Ads.
Is a chance to feel something new. Good luck.
The Game Pass ad, and honestly, Game Pass has been pretty good for consumers, so I can't complain too much about it.
Yeah, I mean, it's one of those things, like, I'm waiting for it to become dominant enough that Microsoft starts squeezing on it, like the same way Netflix and all the other streaming services. Eventually, they'll come to the point where they have to squeeze more blood from the stone, and that's when it's going to start to get shitty.
Bad again, I guess.
The audio again. Oh my god, why? Is it only on the stream, or is it on our voices as well?
I'm not hearing anything on your end.
Oh, it's your audio, actually. I'm not hearing it. Like, you sound fine to me. So I think it's just a little... I think it's the plugin I use to grab individual audio streams.
Yeah, because
so it's probably just going to happen sometimes and fix itself quickly.
Yeah, it feels like it's cyclical. Like, something about whatever's triggering that seems to be, like, built in.
Yeah.
Avatar, Frontiers of Pandora, available now.
Avatar, I've heard nobody talk about playing.
Nobody. It's such a weird franchise.
Hold on.
It seems to exist entirely on its own Steam, like without anyone actually caring about it.
Just a waffle. You
Pretty much.
When you go into battle.
Jack Show, it's not as if anybody hates Avatar. I'm just indifferent to it.
Yeah.
For all the money they put into that franchise, I'm just really indifferent to that world.
Because your mom's a baker.
Discord, you cannot put the fucking Discord ping sound in your ad. It makes me have to go and check.
We have been saying it all night, but it really has been an outstanding year for gaming. And now to talk about some of the
An outstanding year for gaming, except for all the people who got fired, Jeff, that you won't talk about.
Great Gonzo.
I mean, it's been an outstanding year for unionization efforts.
Yeah.
Hey, Jeff. It's great to be here. Hello, everybody.
Hey, buddy. Thanks for coming. Looks like you're kind of wearing what I'm wearing.
Yeah, it's like looking in a mirror, isn't it?
Well, I really
don't think.
So Gonzo, what have you been playing? Seriously, what have you been playing? Hey, everybody.
Hey, everybody.
Gonzo's buying everyone popcorn tonight.
Hey, wait a minute. All right, that was a good one. You got me. Well played, Jeff.
Yeah, well, thank you. Seriously, though, what have you been playing, Gonzo?
Well, lots and lots of Tears of the Kingdom. What an incredible game. You know that one mission where you follow the cuckoo up a hill? I lost track of how many days I spent doing that. The objective is really, just follow the chicken. You don't have to ask me twice.
That's right, you do love your chickens, so I guess that was your favorite
just
part.
casually joking about Gonzo being weird
I
with
never
chickens.
get past that cuckoo mission.
Huh.
I keep restarting to see if I can get a slower time.
Currently, I will say that
right, well, any
temporary
other great
otherwise,
gaming
the
highlights
best
this year for
actual
Gonzo?
acting has
You
happened
kidding?
during Muppet
Actually,
movies.
if you have the
Which
time.
makes me sad that
Hey,
they
you guys
haven't
got a
done
minute?
Muppet movies
I'd like to show you how many
Yeah.
of this
more
year's
recently.
greatest games all revolve around one central theme. Check this out.
Disney just doesn't want to, I guess.
Got the case board. Yeah, that's
I
quite
think
a
there's so many
conspiracy
classics
you've
they could have
uncovered.
done. Imagine Muppet Monte
I
Carlo.
know. You probably think I'm obsessed with chickens, and I can't appreciate video games beyond this one very specific interest.
I mean, yeah, I think we're all
Crystal,
thinking that.
Monte Crystal. Count them Monte Crystal.
Yeah, maybe. What do you think, Zelda? Yes! Let's do this IRL! Come on!
Unbelievable. All right, here are the nominees for Best Debut
I'm just
Indie Game.
I mean, I would take, if I was in Jeff's position, I would take the opportunity to fuck around with Muppets. Just,
absolutely.
Like, any day of the week. I don't fault him for that at all. Getting to hang out with Gonzo? Absolutely.
I would say this has been a pretty good year for indie games in general.
It has.
Viewfinder is really creative for at minimum. Dredge will probably take it though.
Yeah.
I feel as free as a cookie.
If Dave the Diver takes it, the discourse is going to be insufferable.
All right, the great Gonzo.
Was Dave, no,
Thank you,
Dave,
guys.
Dave's
That's the indie game
Now the
thing,
task
but
at
yeah,
hand. The Game
debut
Award
is
goes
Oh, Dredge
to
was.
yeah.
Yeah.
Cocoon.
Oh, right.
Oh,
Separate
Cocoon.
one, separate one. I haven't played Cocoon. I just heard interesting things about it.
Yeah. Kinda wished Venba would have taken it, but okay.
I feel like Venba was maybe a year or two too late.
Yeah.
Because aesthetically, it just falls into a certain, like, North American indie vibe. That's been, like, codified over the last few years.
Oh, Cocoon is a Danish game. Cool.
Thank you so much. The team from Geometric couldn't make it out tonight, but they wanted us to pass along their thanks for everyone who played and voted for Cocoon. And to Jeppe, Mads, and Jakob, and everyone.
Oh yeah,
at the
those
team
are
at
some Danish
Geometric,
fucking names.
Thank you so much for being such a wonderful partner on this game. Thank you.
The Geometric team also wanted to thank they were honored to be nominated with all the awesome studios in this category.
Yeah, fuck the
we can't wait
playing
to see
off.
what you guys do next. Thank you.
I appreciate when people just ignore the attempts to play them off.
Later tonight, we'll announce the best mobile game of 2023, but which title are you most excited to see go mobile in 2024? Google Play will be awarding the most anticipated title with their
It's gonna be
Play
Same as
More
Zelda.
award on
It's the only,
Twitch.
like, mobile
so head on
game
over
I
to
think
Twitch
that
to
has any,
lock
like,
your
real
vote.
prestige
And
coming
now
up right
it's
now.
time for
Yeah.
our next world premiere.
Except maybe Mugen. There was a Chinese game, Mugen, that basically looks as if it was done by the same artist.
That's Sonic noises?
Huh.
Like, that was Sonic Rings.
Was that Crazy Taxi license plate?
Yes. Okay, Sega's doing
Okay, so-
something then.
Yeah, it's just a general Sega thing.
Did you save the game?
Really? Of course I did.
Oh, if it's a mini Dreamcast.
Oh, it's gonna be a mini Dreamcast, isn't it? No? Wait, hang on. Is that? That's
No, 'cause
fucking.
that was-
That's Jet Set
Hold up.
Radio. That's Power Stone. That's Shinobi.
Oh, they're announcing a lot of titles.
Whoa!
That's a new Crazy Taxi.
Whoa! Sega, what the fuck?
Hold up. That's a new street now in development.
Golden Axe.
Holy
It was
shit.
Golden Axe. What the fuck? How does? Hey, hang on. How did you just come out of nowhere with this?
Huh? A new Sega?
Sega?
Holy shit. Okay.
What the fuck?
Oh yeah! Now, typically a world premiere reveals one game, but leave it to Sega to announce 5 new games in one trailer. So many memories for all of us. All those are
Okay.
many brand
I'm a
new
little
games in development
stunned.
set for release over the next
I was like, oh, I thought
years.
maybe it was a Sonic
Thanks to
thing.
Sega
No.
for that truly incredible announcement. All right, well, this next trailer might be something Dragon Ball
boy.
fans have been waiting to hear about.
Is this going to be Dragon Ball
for a
Fighter
while.
Z2 or no, it's not. It's hold on, what is this?
Is it another game we just go through the story of Dragon Ball Z?
Nah, it's the Arena Fighter.
Oh,
Okay,
Budokai
it has
Tenkaichi.
fans.
Yeah.
It's not my scene. I respect it, but it's not what I would consider a real fighting game. These tend to be a lot more button mashy than what I'm used to playing.
More arcadey, yeah. Well, I guess fighting games are arcade games, but you know what I mean.
I will say they're really pretty.
I'll show you the
This is like the encapsulation of what like you would imagine Dragon Ball 2 looked like with modern graphics.
Oh, there's Broly.
Yep.
Well, okay, yeah, not really my thing, but
Yeah. It has a scene. I respect it. Not yet. Supermassive.
oh, Supermassive are doing something. Well, it's gonna be popular for streaming.
Whatever's down there.
For the world Day by Daylight, so this is gonna be a horror game.
I mean, it's Supermassive, so yeah.
Yep.
So Supermassive are doing basically their thing in the Dead by Daylight universe. Okay, I mean, sure.
Wouldn't it be really funny if it was Nicolas Cage again? I just say that'd be really funny.
Trying to wash away all the blood I've spilled. This loss is a burden that we both share.
I have no connection to Death by Daylight, so I don't know anything about what any of this is.
But I had a coworker that's really involved with that scene from a Fujoshi standpoint, because it attracts a certain type of woman, you know.
I mean, it's not. You're not wrong.
The TikTok song. Oh, so it's going to be more of a. What
I
was
guess
that
it's a
game?
prequel story for one of the killers in the game.
Yeah, it looks to be that way.
That's right. 2 huge names in the horror genre, Dead by Daylight and Supermassive Games, are coming together for a brand new single-player experience, the casting of Frank Stone. Now, tonight we're showing you lots
Shiva,
of
that's
new
what I was
worlds, but
thinking
now it's time to
specifically.
return
It
to
seems to be a
world
Dead by Daylight
we haven't
Until Dawn
seen
style
in
game.
quite some
Yeah, exactly. Supermassive. Oh, hang on. What do we have here?
Open world JRPGs, those tend to actually be pretty solid.
It looks a little bit Dragon Questy.
Oh, right. There's supposed to be a new Dragon Quest game. That hair is definitely Dragon Quest style.
Yeah. But it doesn't quite look like Akira Toriyama character design, so...
I don't know about that. I see a lot of overlaps. Square Enix, so possible.
It's a Mana. It's a Secret of Mana game.
Right! That's what it was. Shit, it's been a while since the new one.
Wait, is that a remake?
No.
Is that like a remake of the first one?
I never played the first one, so I wouldn't be able to tell. I would not be able to recognize any of the keys. No, it's a new Mountain Adventure.
Yeah, yeah, it is new. Okay, good.
Visions of Mana. I'm getting the sense that the Xenoblade Studios had a lot of, not involvement necessarily, but a lot of influence on the
yeah, it feels like they might have
world design.
Yeah. Didn't Square sell off a bunch of their IPs like Deus Ex to buy into NFTs? Yep.
It is said that time
They
marches
really
the beat
did.
of a drum.
They sold Tomb Raider to do that.
A fleeting moment.
Yep.
Can feel like
Imagine giving up Tomb Raider for NFTs.
Yeah.
God, that makes me mad.
Oh my god. And they sold it to Embracer Group, right? Who in turn are fucking collapsing.
For anyone.
Well, at least they won out on that deal. You know, not a lot of people can say that they went to an Embracer deal and won.
Yeah.
So I guess even though it went into NFTs, at least they made some money out of that.
So here's a game from Team Ninja. It's not going to be Neo, Ben. Are they doing? They're doing their own Ghost of Tsushima. It looks like, kind of.
Without remorse.
Or Assassin's Creed.
So, I feel this is an older franchise. This is
Oh, it's a franchise thing?
Ninja game. It might be.
Let's do this together.
I like the revolver plate.
Parrying
Oh,
mechanics?
yeah, that's a monster sumo dude.
To alter the river below.
Let us not forget the pain of Master Shoin and the
Wait, is this the Shinsengumi game?
have suffered.
This feels like that era.
Yeah.
Pigeon, no. Japan has famously had its history with gunpowder games.
Oh, yes. Ronin, okay.
Rise of the Throne. Okay, so it's not a franchise I recognize.
No. Oh, I don't think it looks like Sekiro very much at all.
No. A little more adventure style.
So which of you will do the deed?
But no, this specifically seems to be from the change from the like Shogun government to the more modern era.
Yeah. In 2024. Now it is time
so
to
the
announce
revolver
winners
actually
in a
makes sense
number
because there
of other
was this was
categories.
this was
nominees
after
for
the
Best
aftermath of
Action
the opening up of Western
Armored
trade,
Core 6,
and
Fires
especially of
of
opening up
Ramadan.
of Western
Dead
weapons
Island
trade.
2,
Yeah.
So
Ghost Runner
having
2,
revolvers actually does
Hi-Fi
make a lot of
Rush,
sense.
Oh yeah.
Remnant 2.
It's one of those fun facts of history that the samurai
Ooh.
and American cowboys
Armored
are
Core 6.
contemporary. But Armored Core got it. Nice.
From.
Good.
Here are the nominees
Art
for
direction.
Best Art
Ooh,
Direction.
that really should kind of go
Hi-Fi
to.
Rush, Lies of P, Super Mario
Shit,
Brothers
I don't
Wonder,
actually know.
and The Legend of Zelda: Tears of the Kingdom. And the Game Award goes
Okay,
to
I'm not surprised, but I think Hi-Fi Rush should have taken that one, honestly.
Yeah, Hi-Fi Rush, like, feel like has like the more distinct,
Here are the
unique.
nominees for Best VR AR: Gran Turismo 7, Humanity.
I feel like Gran Turismo
Horizon
probably could
Call of
take
the Mountain,
VR AR,
Resident Evil Village
but
VR
I don't pay
mode,
attention.
and Synapse.
Yeah.
And
Despite-
the Game Award goes to
Okay, Resident Evil taking
Evil
it makes
Village
sense.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
Congratulations to
I love
Capcom.
these little
Not real
speedrun
based
sections with a bunch of like awards they give out. It sort of reveals the lie that this is an award show. It's not. It's an ad show.
Hello Kitty Island Adventure, Monster Hunter Now.
You can't give it to Ever Crisis.
Terranel. And the Game Award goes to
Starfield takes it. Honestly, Starfield's been surprisingly fun for a gacha game. And the fact that it is gacha game monetization, especially with Hoyoverse, it is what it is. But even if you just completely don't touch those systems, it is legitimately still a good game.
And some of our biggest game
Like, they had a whole
announcements are
Pokemon
still
mode
to come.
for
Yeah.
free.
But right
That was
now, we'd like
amazing.
to
That was a
name one of
great
tonight's
time.
nominees for
Yeah,
Best Debut in
they are
the
very
game.
dedicated to like to the whale hunting thing of like they don't care if the majority of people don't invest a ton of money because the people who do, that's where they make their cash.
My name is
Oh
Abhi.
yeah, absolutely.
In
And
India,
honestly,
when I grew up,
all their side
I had
media
a
also
very early
probably
interest
also
in
access a
games.
pretty healthy revenue stream as
When I
well.
got to
Because
Canada
if you go
at
to a
the age of
Hoyoverse
12,
concert, you're
it
going to
was a
have
whole new
actually
world for me.
legitimately great time with
For
their
many
orchestra
South
playing.
Asian families,
Because
food is not just
they
something to cook,
hire
but also a way
the
of
best possible
expressing
musicians.
affection and
They're
all the things that they cannot
ridiculous
say.
wealth can get their hands on, and it
Gunda
shows.
is a narrative cooking game that tells the story of an Indian mother who moves to Canada in the late 1980s. It's a story about love.
Also,
loss,
the fact
and
that all the
family.
money also goes into fusion reactor research
more
just
local
really
you are,
tickles
the
me.
more international
They
you
legitimately put money into fusion reactor research as well,
Everybody
on
who's
top of
played the
everything
game
else.
is able
Just
to
who
put
does that?
something from their lives into it in ways that I wouldn't have expected.
Venba, by the way, I've heard very good things about.
Oh yes, absolutely.
But yeah, Future Class, that's the group of people who've been asking Keeley to like fucking say just a word about Palestine, whom he has been pointedly ignoring. So and it was all of them, like every single person in the past future class signed the letter, and he just did not respond to them at all.
I feel like 2023 definitely exposed a lot of people in the industry for the cowards that they are. I wouldn't necessarily say hypocrites, because I'm sure they believe what they believe, but they're unwilling to make the action to demonstrate, to follow through on that belief, right? Like, it's easy enough to support Palestine when Palestine is a one-sided victim.
Yeah.
But as soon as they reach their breaking point, it suddenly becomes really inconvenient for anybody to say that, yeah, what they're suffering right now is basically the world's largest jail.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, that's basically uncontroversial. Like Gaza is the world's largest open air prison, because that's how Israel designed it.
And let's also not forget that Hamas started as with funding directly from Netanyahu as well, as a way to cripple the two-state talks.
Yeah, I mean, in part, like Hamas began as an outgrowth of the Muslim Brotherhood movement, and they are Islamic fundamentalists. Like that should never be overlooked. That they are religious extremists. It's just they are religious extremists that Israel, many times the far right of Israel, has found it very useful to have them as an enemy, because it means they can ignore like the much more reasonable, moderate, secular resistance forces and political forces that exist in Gaza as well. Like the PLO, for example, which is a very far leftist organization, which is part of why the US has poured so much money into the far right of Israel, is in part to suppress like the rise of a left-wing movement in the Middle East.
They've actually made it impossible to have any other support except which is provided by an easy-to-use enemy.
It is time to get a world premiere from one of our industry's greatest creators. He's been a huge supporter of the Game Awards since the very beginning back in 2014. And tonight, I am so honored to share this latest update with you on his upcoming project.
Audio team back. Yeah, it was though. I'm sure it'll fade away soon enough.
Anyway, Hideo Kojima has something going on.
The hungry purple dinosaur ate the kind zingy fox, the jabbering crab, and the mad whale, and started vending and quacking.
The hungry purple dinosaur ate the kind zingy fox, the jabbering crab, and the mad whale, and started vending and quacking.
The hungry purple dinosaurs ate the kind zingy fox, the jabbering crab, and the mad whale, and started vending and quacking.
Yeah, I think it is the plugin that's bugging. Hang on. Yeah, they can't hear you. I've turned you off.
Plenty of talking points.
Yeah, okay. I mean, we know absolutely fuck all about it at this point, but Kojima clearly is cooking something.
You know, the tagline for players and screamers alone is really interesting. Hey, that's where Jeff's shoes went.
Kojima stole his shoes. I mean, I'm not gonna pretend like I'm not happy to see Kojima at any Game Awards show. He's usually kind of fun.
Thank you, Jeff.
He makes the industry more interesting by existing and doing whatever the shit he wants. For that, I respect him.
And he's a very, very silly man.
Yes.
発表できて非常に嬉しいです。このゲームにはソフィア・リリスとハンター・シェーファーとウドッキアさんが出演されます。はい。
I'm really glad to be at the 10th Game Awards
really happy to show the new title, OD. And this title will feature main role Sophia Lillis, Hunter Schafer, and Udo Kier.
I think we all want to know more, of course. What kind of game are you making, Mr. Kojima?
僕は誰もがやったこともないような、斬新なことに挑戦することを非常に大好きなんですけども、Xbox ゲームスタジオの力を借りまして、彼らのクラウド技術を使って、全く新しい、ユニークで尖ったゲームっていうのを今作っています。で今までないものなんで、言葉で説明はしにくいんですけども、これもちろんゲームです。遊んで楽しめるゲームなんですけども、
Charm LX, just a reminder, everything you see right now is going to be part of somebody's propaganda efforts until 10 years down the line.
Yeah.
So I'd really like to always challenge.
No matter which side you might take on a position, just remember, everybody has a reason to be lying to each other right now.
But this one, with help of Xbox Game Studios and using their cloud gaming technology, I'm kind of doing this together. But it's really to make immersive and also something that no one has seen before is what I'm trying to do. And it is a game, don't get me wrong, but it's at the same time a movie, but at the same time a new form of media.
Kojima, you pretentious prick.
I will give him this. Unlike Peter Molyneux, when Kojima says he's working on something that nobody's tried before, he's genuinely
He genuinely means it usually. Now what?
Everyone, please welcome
Jordan Peele? He's working with Jordan Peele on this. Okay.
My interest is about 5 to 10 times higher now.
Okay.
Okay.
And they're wearing matching shoes.
What's up? How's it going? Oh my God, Jordan, welcome to the Game Awards. What a fun surprise. I know you're a big fan of Hideo's games, right?
A huge fan of Hideo. This man is an icon. And I can say from the first moment I played Metal Gear Solid 2, I knew I was experiencing the work of an artist whose craft just hits different.
I mean, other people worked on that game too, Jordan.
And he's been an inspiration to me, and the opportunity to collaborate with him is truly incredible. In my films, I'm always trying to maximize the immersion, put the audience into the main character's shoes. Hideo is the master of this, and he does it on a whole nubba level. And what he's cooking up here is completely immersive, utterly terrifying, and I am absolutely honored to be collaborating with the GOAT. Let's go!
Well, this game is going to have
two goats working together.
All of the articles being written about once it comes out.
Yeah,
and before it comes out.
That's going to have some eyes on it, for
ジョーダン
sure.
は天才と評価される数少ないクリエイターの一人で、僕はもう彼の大ファンだったんです。で、お会いして非常に気が合うので、もう最初に会った時から、昔からの知り合いみたいな、幼なじみみたいな感じで、僕は映画を見て育ってゲームを作っています。で、ジョーダンは
It is undeniably quite
遊びながら育って
quite boss to have like a golden, like bejeweled emblem of his game studio as like a thing on his lapel.
Well, Jordan is one of those genius, and I've been a big fan of him. And when I met him, I felt like we were friends from the past. We get on very well. We like things that we both like, and we're really happy, and we wanted to collaborate something. And this time, well, Jordan, I grew up watching movies, and I'm a game creator now. Jordan grew up playing games, and he's a movie director now. So this two collaboration will be really awesome. So that's why I wanted to do something together with Jordan.
あとですね、
Yeah, nobody fucking plays Kojima off at the Game Awards, huh?
ジョーダンだけではなくて、多くの
Almost as if there's an element of favoritism involved
Yeah,
here.
it's like he gets to talk all he wants.
予定されてます。で、それぞれの恐怖っていうのの焦点を当ててもらってストーリーテリングしてもらうと予定です。で、
I wonder how many cameos that Jeff gets this time, huh?
非常に豪華な夫人っていうか巨匠たちの集まりなんで、僕はその彼らを集めてアベンジャーズと呼んでます。 ぜひ楽しみにしてください。
So what I could say right now is that I'm kind of, it's not just Jordan. I have other creative collaborative partners with me on board on this project. I can't really say who they are right now, but I tell you, they are the legends, and they're going to be amazing. And I actually call them the Avengers.
He would, you know.
Well, the door's closed for now, so no more special guests, but it's going to be amazing.
I just want to stress that what this man is building here is unlike any other game. It is going to be crazy. That's it.
We cannot wait to learn more. Hideo Kojima,
I mean,
Jordan Peele,
I'm curious. I'm
thank you
gonna
so
need to
much,
know
guys.
what the fuck this is about.
Yeah. Obviously, it's a horror game, but what kind of horror game? You know?
Game announcement.
What
This
overall
one's
theme?
65
Is
million
it a social
years
horror?
in the making.
Social psychological? It's Jordan Peele, so it's going to be some social in this period. But
Off the coast of custody.
Wait, a Jurassic
Really?
Park
Jurassic.
game?
Spared no expense.
Yep. You can tell just by the theme alone.
I wanted to show them something that wasn't an illusion.
And I'm hearing John Hammond there, yeah.
Can anyone hear me? This is Dr. Maya Joshi. I've been left behind on Isla Nubla.
Okay. So we're just reenacting that scene from the movie?
Yeah, with the... I would almost say those were probably identical pots and plant placements on the floor, too.
I wouldn't be
Yeah,
surprised.
Blado.
Is anyone there?
Okay, but what's the game then?
Huh.
How the hell did a T-Rex sneak up on you, honestly?
When did she get that flare?
Yeah. This is less a narrative and more just she's reenacting a bunch of scenes from Jurassic Park, I guess.
I get that it's a survival game, I guess, although it doesn't feel like it's what we would consider a survival genre. If it reminds me of anything, it reminds me of Alien Predator.
Yeah, like, I couldn't even tell what, like, we got, like, a quarter of a second of first-person gameplay. I couldn't even tell if it was, like, VR. I don't think it was, but...
It must be still really early on, because if they're not confident about showing off the gameplay yet.
Hello, everybody. I'm honored to be here tonight to present the award for Best Audio Design. Sound is an often overlooked but crucial aspect of game development. It's what brings games to life, creating the immersive worlds we love to explore.
I don't think it's Ark, because I don't think
noises deep in the
they
forest,
haven't really showcased
the
any
echoes
like traditional
inside
survival
an abandoned
gameplay elements, right?
spacecraft,
No.
or
It
the
seems as if it's
satisfying
like
sound of shooting a web.
Alien style
This year,
game,
we've seen
I
some
guess.
incredible examples of audio design in games as talented sound designers have pushed the boundaries of what's possible. Here are the nominees.
Best audio design.
Wouldn't be surprised if Wake takes that one again, just because it's the game that's kind of expected to take everything this year. But that has to go to Hi-Fi Rush, right?
Yeah. I do feel like audio design in particular is a bit of a difficult like a work category to standardize on, because like the audio design requirements between an action game versus something like Hi-Fi Rush is really different.
Yeah, I mean the
Okay,
same as
Hi-Fi
in
Rush might
movies,
get
I
something.
guess, in that sense.
Hi-Fi Rush.
Hi-Fi Rush,
Finally,
good.
some justice. I would be disappointed if a rhythm game, which it functionally is, did not get some recognition for its audio design, you know?
Thank you so much. 信じられません。
このような素晴らしい賞をいただきありがとうございます。制作チーム一丸となって取り組んだ成果を評価していただけたことを大変嬉しく思います。制作をサポートしてくださった皆様、また作品を応援していただいた皆様に心より感謝いたします。本当にありがとうございます。
Just a quick translation. Thank you for this amazing award. It's so glad that the work that the team has done together to achieve has been recognized here. Thank you to everyone who supported this project. And from myself, thank you to our family, friends, partners, pets. Thank you everyone at Bethesda, ZeniMax, Microsoft, and all the players out there for going with this ridiculous project. And most of all, to the team at Tango for taking such a wild idea and making it a reality. Thank you so much.
Okay, that's good for Hi-Fi Rush that they get something.
Fortnite, if you haven't already, check
they
out
deserve
the Game
recognition.
Awards Island in Fortnite. It's been updated.
Why would you check out the
with
Game
new
Awards
trophies
Island
tonight
in
to collect.
Fortnite?
Fortnite
Why
is
would you do that?
expanding into a full-on platform with tons of new experiences beyond Battle Royale.
But yeah,
Earlier
like we
today,
said
Lego
earlier,
Fortnite
Epic really
launched
wants
on
Fortnite to be a
Saturday. The music game
whole-ass
Fortnite
metaverse
Festival.
platform
Tomorrow,
thing.
though, the team
So they're
at
going to keep
Psyonix
pushing for this.
behind Rocket League delivers Rocket Racing. Here's your first look.
Oh, Unfair Danny, thank you for subscribing.
Oh, okay. Fortnite Racer?
Yep. Like, they really are pushing hard on this idea of, like, Fortnite as a game development platform of its own.
Wait a minute, those cars look like they're out of Rocket League.
Yep. Because it's the developers of Rocket League who are... I think Jeff said they were developers of Rocket League working on it.
Oh, that makes a lot of sense.
So it's a kart racer style racing game with weapons and shit by the looks of it.
You know what? Mario Kart's gone complacent. Sure. Let's do this.
Sure, why not?
Rocket Racing. So Rocket League's finally making a proper racing game.
Basically,
after all
yeah.
this time. You know what? I respect it.
In Fortnite.
Their minds yearn to ascend, yet fame still holds sway.
Are we back in Japan here, or is this just...
Their glory.
This looks more like a Chinese art style.
Yeah.
Is it the Wukong game that's been
Oh, that could
worked
be,
on for a while?
Could be the...
You too want to be an immortal?
Looks that way to me. That's game science, right?
Are there more good folks in the world or bad?
More good, of course.
That's definitely China.
Why is there always
That's
suffering?
definitely Chinese mythology.
Why do the bad folks
The
always
monster
win?
design is just so distinctive to me.
Because
Yeah.
goodness without teeth punishes not. It only foments
Yep.
evil. Lends the world
Yep, that
with
is
blood
Wukong.
and grow lotuses
100%.
in it. That is your destiny.
I, the keeper of the New West, welcome the Destined One.
The Destined One who doesn't even know what he's destined for? Those old rascals, they surely know how to name.
Tell me then, is my kind destined for extermination?
You're driven by greed, not destiny.
So this is the face of the Destined One. It will fit me just as well.
Bathed in blood, yet preaching peace. Oh, you immortals, pray enlighten me. What justifies your superiority?
I mean, it has looked good from the moment it was first shown, like several years ago now.
Yep.
And this does look fucking impressive.
The sheer scale of this.
Yeah.
Fucking gorgeous. Yep, it is Black Myth Wukong.
Oh, sweet destiny.
August 20th.
I cannot wait to die a few dozen times to that first boss, as is tradition.
Suicide Squad. That poor game.
Green Lantern.
It sucks so bad that the last time Kevin Conroy ever performed Batman is in this game.
My Justice League will burn this Earth down for me.
Flash, how do I stop this?
You have to kill us, Diana. We have to die to save the world.
We can work with that.
That's an old cut sample from Gorillaz.
You think you're a team now?
I would say that if there is any bands to be made for a Suicide Squad game, Gorillaz does make sense at least. It's just, why does it have to be an Anthem clone?
Yeah.
According to all these girlfriends.
There's just like, if the thing about this game is they gave Captain Boomerang guns. They gave Captain Boomerang guns. I just like that for me. That's kind of the thing that fucks it up. Oh, is it stream audio this time?
Yeah. There it goes again.
How about now?
10 years work frame, so 10 years you get a senior discount sometimes because our game's probably the game here, maybe, but yeah, we know it's strong. I know, because our community is so awesome, and we are.
Well, okay.
Quite exciting. Yeah, I mean, 10 years of just incredible.
How about now?
There's a community just supporting us along the way. So if you're and watching, we love you and thank you so much. And
Still bad.
You
God
enjoy
damn it. Okay.
the next update, Whispers in the Walls.
Oh yeah, thanks for having us back too.
Okay,
Debs at home, we love
let
you
me
guys.
just do something.
For generations you've slept. No purpose. No call to wake you. But now, you have changed everything.
The lidless eye has seen you. The Tenno.
Was he casting spells out of that book? That's a...
It looked that way.
That's a little unusual.
Yeah. So Lucian is sounding okay now, right? Like the audio level? Good. Okay, I just have to stop using that damn plugin then, I guess.
Unfortunate. It probably is worth the effort to email the developer for that plugin.
Yeah.
Just... Like, I understand that Warframe is like a far, like, post-singularity sort of future, right? Where magic and technology might as well be... Oh, this is the preview for Warframe 1999.
Don't be late.
Oh, weird teeth. What the hell?
Huh.
Whispers in the wall. Yeah,
I mean, I know nothing about Warframe, so I have no context for any of this.
It's weird. I tried getting to Warframe for like a couple of months way back when, and it's just kind of weird.
No, it's nothing like that, Shifu. It's not a paid anything. It's just a plugin.
December 31st for a chance to win a trip for 4 to the brand new Super Nintendo World at Universal Studios Hollywood. Here's a look.
Oh, the Nintendo Park.
I want to go very badly.
Experience the immersive world of Super Mario. Brought to life like never before.
A VR augmented... Oh, no, it's not augmented, rather. That is the roller coaster.
Super Nintendo.
Which, hey, makes sense.
Now open at Universal Studios Hollywood.
Okay, so Bethesda's trying to claw back some PR for Starfield.
Yeah.
A game which landed with a bit of a dull thud, frankly. It's a masterpiece, Vice. No, it's not.
I'm sure there are pretty elements to it, but it's not the graphical fidelity that's the problem with Starfield. Right?
No.
It's just that...
It's that it's boring sci-fi. It's really boring sci-fi, and it's a bunch of like procedurally generated, like empty procedurally generated worlds that you just sort of go through without there being anything there to find or do.
Fundamentally, like, I think Bethesda game design approaches are just a little out of date.
Yeah. Elder Scrolls 6 is gonna suck too. Maybe. I mean, that game doesn't exist yet.
To the living. Death.
I think they've generally done a little better with fantasy RPGs.
This game again. This game has had trailers at the last 2 Game Awards.
The invisible, separate, to bring
still not out.
On errant souls. Once their grip on
I have no sense of how close it is to being finished.
life to the living.
It's raining, man. Hallelujah.
Death to the dead. Life to the living. Death to the dead. Honoring my oath. Or sacrificing the living to bring me back. I'm not sure I can do this. Honor your oath. Or bring me back. But don't leave me like this.
I do think there's something inherently interesting about games that's basically really active, violent exorcisms to bring peace to the dead.
Yeah. As a concept, that's really interesting. It's just... Okay, now they have a collector's edition. That probably... Yeah, it's coming out February. Okay.
Yeah. So I guess it's a couple more months before I actually understand what the heck that game is about.
Okay, some Americana bullshit. Oh, good. You get to be the cop shooting people in the head. Great, that's...
Yeah.
We gotta get you up. Look out! Ready? Officer's down. We need backup. Let's go! Get back! You can still make it out of this. Drop the gun and let her go. I'm not going in!
So, are you ready?
Yeah, hard pass.
That feels really cop masturbatory.
It's not even fundamentally interesting.
LSPD Online's gov.org. Fuck off. No, absolutely not.
Age
Nope.
of Empires,
Nope.
Call of Duty, Warzone Mobile, Little Nightmares, and Tom Clancy's Rainbow Six are just some of the big titles coming to mobile in 2024. Head to the Game Awards on Twitch to vote for which
The game's
title
already been put on blast for misrepresenting hostage situations. I mean...
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
Last year's
Because
winner of Games for
in
Impact
cop
for the
brain,
game
every
As Dusk
hostage
Falls,
situation is an
which
opportunity
coming
for
to
the cop to be a
PlayStation
hero.
on March 7th and is available for
By
pre-order
doing
tonight.
violence to someone.
director
I mean, the game just like the game showed us a scene very self-consciously where it's just cops walking up to people and shooting them in the head, like just shooting them in the head, not even asking like put down your weapons or anything or trying to de-escalate. Just
Winning last year was definitely a highlight of my 22 years in the industry. Games for Impact is one of the most important categories at the Game Awards. The games nominated this year offer unique and nuanced perspectives on topics that concern us all, from the climate crisis to cultural diversity. They
but
broaden our
not
horizons,
definitely not
foster empathy,
genocide. No
and connect
genocides. There aren't
us
any
as
genocides
humans.
happening even. Like
In
they
a world
we
torn
don't have
apart
genocides
by
anymore. We
divisions and
abolished those in
intolerance,
1945.
This is one of the most essential powers of our medium. Here are
Games
the
for Impact,
outstanding
except
nominees.
not any of the ones that are inconvenient to talk about. This is not on any of the games that are nominated, by the way. Like, they're all good, but
What's the theme?
it's just the Game Awards. Like, the Game Awards wants to clothe itself in, like, the language of progressivism and shit, but it doesn't, like, doesn't believe in shit. Again, I'll remind you, Jeff Keighley just decided to ignore the entire future class of the Game Awards, who he'd awarded, asking him to, hey, maybe take a... He wasn't even being asked to, like, shout from the river to the sea or anything. He was just being asked to say, hey, genocide bad, actually. Don't kill people. Don't kill 14,000 people with bombs. The vast majority of whom are civilians. Don't do that.
The most possible, bare bones, threadbare minimum.
Yeah,
effort
like, he wouldn't even have had to do much to make people sort of leave him alone about it.
Talent, Kepler and Sony for believing in this crazy project. And the entire population of New Caledonia who championed and embraced cheer all along. Thank you, merci, Oreti.
Hello. I'm Abu Bakr Salim. I'm mainly known for my acting work in Raised by Wolves and Assassin's Creed Origins.
That is a banger cape.
That is not why I'm here. Oh, okay. Sorry, no, this is crazy, man. I mean, I remember watching the Game Awards when I was younger, so being up here now is like...
Oh, hey, Reggie's
Look,
there.
I've loved games all my life.
Of course he would be there. He's still very much actively involved in the industry.
Gary's
Yeah.
Mod, Golden Sun. And it started with my dad, right? He got me into them. He understood, you know, that games are an art form. You know, it's a great space to enjoy and escape from the reality of the world. And he passed away a while back, and I'll tell you what, I'm still figuring it out. But 4 years ago, I decided that I needed to try and process my grief in a way that felt true to me and him. So I took the biggest risks of my life, and through everything that I had in making a game, a piece of art that honored him, an ode to the people we have loved and lost. So the reason I'm here tonight is because with the love and support of a lot of people here, I'm gonna take another big risk and I'm gonna show you what we've been building. You know, I'm gonna offer you this game, a game from my old man. I hope you like it.
Every story.
Ooh, Afrofuturism approach.
Ooh, that's pretty.
Each story carries with it the echoes of those that came before. My Baba, my father, your story was snatched away too soon. My name is Zhao, a shaman of Kenzera. Here, I seek my father's return.
Okay, Metrovania.
Oh yeah, by the looks of it.
Great traversal mechanics.
Okay, so ranged when you're blue, melee when you're red, swapping between forms. Okay, that's cool.
Lava monkey.
I cannot stop. I will not stop. Kalunga, god of death, hear my plea. Kalunga, god of death, come to me. Show me you are ready.
I have said for like many years at this point that the mythologies, the cultures, like the religions, the folklores of the many countries in Africa are so underexplored in gaming. I'm really glad to see that being pushed more.
A Don't Nod production.
You can tell. It's very Don't Nod. Set in 1995, huh? They seemed like good friends.
This says Stranger Things to me, doesn't it?
It definitely has a bit of that vibe.
It's been 27 years, y'all.
Maybe more like it.
Why now? Because we made a promise.
Well, it'll be interesting at least.
Yeah, I mean, Don't Nod always make interesting games.
Oh, yes.
That was Lost Records, a brand new world from the development team behind Life is Strange. Now we have a world premiere new look at a game based on an ongoing franchise of 18 years with over 850 million users worldwide. This entirely in-engine trailer shows off the blend between cartoon 3D graphics with hardcore action. This is the first Berserker.
Okay.
Finally,
A dead sun is always a great way to start.
Mm-hmm.
Trampled by the one you trusted. Abandoned from your king. You thought you were a hero. Now, you are just one of us.
There's something cool happening visually there.
Nice parry.
Yeah, but also, like, something about the shaders and, like, there's something cel-shaded about it.
This is no
But it's very heavily processed.
It's Castlevania-like. I mean, the
Yeah.
the Netflix anime. Wait, it couldn't possibly actually be. Interesting.
Interesting, indeed.
Looks good, right? All right, now it's time for our first performance
Very
by the
blatantly
Game Awards
Souls-like.
Orchestra. This one, though,
we're about to
is
have an
a little
orchestra.
bit of a twist. They're about
Let's
to
you
play
and I
music
get
from
silent
an
about
upcoming
it.
game that no one has heard yet. You might call it one of those world premieres, and this is a special one. It's written by one of the greatest video game composers of all time, the legendary Nobuo Uematsu. Here is the Game Awards Orchestra, led by Lauren Balfe, with lead vocals from Lauren Allred, debuting the theme song from Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. Enjoy.
Could it be
Well, that was pretty good.
It confirms that we're going to have a fun beach episode.
Oh, let me just turn your volume down again.
Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, which is nominated for most anticipated game tonight. Thank you to Lauren Allred and Maestro Lauren Balfe and the Game Awards Orchestra. They will be back.
Those seem like people in chat were saying Sky was probably freaking out quietly. Yes, I was a little bit.
We have tonight.
I'm gonna be going back over that footage. Like I'm gonna fucking see what that trailer's gonna get put out, and I'm gonna go over it and I'm gonna see.
That's set in stone.
That's gonna be fun.
Or so they'll tell you, dearie. Because the future has the power to change anything, even the past.
The future has the power to change anything, even the past.
Strap in, Newty. Things are about to get mighty interesting.
Why the fuck is the Buster Sword in Apex Legends? What?
Huh?
What? What?
That was highly unexpected.
Okay.
Shit, I guess I better start playing Apex Legends. I've been trying to play more FPS just to make sure that I have still like a good grip of the genre, but I've been doing Valorant instead, and honestly, I'm not feeling Valorant these days.
9th, and that key art you just saw was drawn by Nomura-san himself. Thank you so much for that.
Yeah, you're damn right it was. What the hell?
Now it's time to announce the winners of a few
Buster
more
Sword
awards
doing
as
an
selected by the
Apex.
fans and our voting jury. In the category of Best Score and Music, the nominees are
Oh, listen, you better give that to Baldur's Gate.
3, Final Fantasy 16, Hi-Fi Rush.
I'm sorry, Hi-Fi Rush, but Baldur's Gate takes that one.
And the Game Award goes to
Oh, come on.
16.
16 was fine, but like.
Nominees for Best Independent Game.
Oh, here comes the fun part.
Dredge,
Oh, yeah.
Sea of Stars, and
Give it to Dave the Diver. Come on, Jeff, do it.
I'll accept this.
Sea of Stars. Fair enough.
Okay, there's no way that Destiny 2 should be on this list, given that.
No, that's so fucking. Oh my god.
Destiny 2, Final Fantasy 14.
How the fuck is Destiny 2? How's anything like? Oh my god.
Goes to
We'll take the BG3 award.
Baldur's Gate 3. That's correct.
Well, they were nominated in first place before the layoff, so I guess
Yeah, but like still.
Those are God of Rock.
It's Street Fighter 6, this one has to be.
Yeah, it has to be Street Fighter 6. What the fuck is God of Rock?
Bravery and Street Fighter 6. And the Game Award
Yes, okay. Just as it has made, God of Rock is a fighting indie game that has basically a rhythm game to deal with the damage. It's not that great. Conceptually, it's interesting, but
Hades 2, Like a Dragon,
it has to be Hades 2, right?
Star Wars Outlaws, and Tekken 8. And the Game Award this year goes to Final Fantasy VII.
That is fair enough.
Congratulations, Square and Nomura-san.
What?
Well,
I mean, I'm not upset about it, but I'm surprised it's not Hades 2.
Well, yeah, I mean, I don't think Hades 2 is that because we don't know when the fuck it's coming out. And we haven't seen anything from it yet. Whereas Final Fantasy VII Rebirth is like, oh, okay, that's one of the biggest things in gaming history, basically. Like, anyway, Hoyover's about to do something.
Do you still remember it?
Is it finally gonna be a drop?
It's about the stars.
Oh no, this is still Star Rail. This is a preview for something coming up.
And what was? Its pages will always reveal something new.
Yeah, that was the Trailblazer. Yeah, Star Rail. Something Bellabog related, or is this just like a preview of everything that's a review of everything? It is. It's just going over what's been in the story thus far. That's a new character coming up. They actually had a lab in China create a whole new role specifically to advertise that character. Genetically engineered a whole new type of rose. That's some crazy money.
That is, yeah, I mean, fuck, if you're gonna have all that gacha monetization, it better be good for something.
The path of the Trailblaze will continue. Perhaps.
I just can't with Hoyover's characters. That same, like, it's there's so much of it that's really, really fucking good, but then the relationship that these character designs have to bodies are just...
Lady, may I ask your name? Acheron, the Galaxy Ranger.
The relationship that these character designs have to bodies is just so depressing, because it's like, are you skinny? Okay, then you exist. Otherwise, not real. You're not real. You don't exist.
I was really hoping that Star Rail in particular would have more diverse body types, simply because they're not as limited to having the same stock bodies for like overworld interactions, right? Like,
yeah.
I can sort of understand it with Genshin Impact, because you're sort of limited by the fact that it's like an open world game. But thus far, it's been a little disappointing on what they've demonstrated instead.
It's been a lot disappointing. Like, especially just like, women can have an arm muscle without breaking the fucking animation rig. Hoyoverse. They can have like a visible muscle on them.
They don't only to be waifs.
Yeah, they don't always
the guys only to be waifs too.
Yes, little skinny waifs, like, they can like, even if you don't want to like step outside of like skinny, pretty, beautiful, there's still so much space you could explore in there, but they don't, because
I guess we at least have Robot Daddy. Oh, I'm apparently a little hard to hear.
Yeah, it's because right now I have to route you through the same thing I'm routing the Game Awards stream through, and that means I have to compress your audio alongside the stream audio, but I can make you a little louder.
I can also increase audio on my end if that makes it easier for you to adjust.
It doesn't really make a difference. The compressor I have on will just equalize it down.
True. Dad down there wants to know who Robot Daddy, who is Dad? That is none other than Svarog. Barrel-chested, medial Svarog. The best daddy in the game. Literally. He is the fact the father figure.
Yeah. It is a little weird to me that any of this is a trailer for anything related to Call of Duty, but okay.
Yeah. But honestly, they messed up the release of Modern Warfare 3 so badly that I don't think it makes it they're basically trying everything. Holy shit!
They're trying again? February. Okay, do we believe them this time? I don't.
I don't know. I'm not going to believe anything about a game until it's actually released on consoles and people have actually played it.
I will not believe that game is out until it's on Game Pass or something, and you can download it. Because, like...
Yeah, like, the only reason why this game exists is because they have a legal obligation to the Singapore government or something like that.
Something like
That's
that.
Why
It's I don't know what the fuck.
Like, if it was under any other situation, they would have given up already by now. It's just been pushed back so far.
They did the Weller man in the fucking trailer. Great. February 16th, huh? At this point, it had better be fucking good.
All right, we're back here.
It's certainly looking more colorful than the last time they had a beta for the game, a closed beta at any rate.
16th,
but like,
announced the players can register
I don't know.
Upcoming closed beta from December.
The window for that game to have been interesting was literally years ago.
And now it's time for the announcement of the next game from the studio that won Best Game Direction in 2021.
Okay, what does that mean? Bethesda. Arcane. Lyon, too. Excellent. So it's not the Redfall people. Poor bastards. Oh, shit. Is this like French Africa?
Interesting.
Turn that shit up.
A barbershop. Interesting start. What kind of veteran barber cuts himself with a razor like that?
Relax, man.
Well,
I don't bite.
I'd be really nervous if I was his client.
He seems to be nervous about... Oh, it's a vampire.
Lock up tight.
That's why he was nervous.
Right.
It's Blade?
Just getting started.
It's fucking Blade!
Okay. Okay. Now I'm interested.
There you go. Joining me now are
guy on the right understood the assignment.
To tell us how did this come together, guys?
Well, Jeff, let me tell you, the secret superpower of Marvel Games is our constant focus on bringing together world-class talent with the fan favorite characters that they love.
Oh, they got a marketing VP out there, yeah. Fucking hell.
Not only
it might not be France, it might be Haiti.
Yeah, it could be Haiti, could be Algeria, could be like any of the former French colonies.
And that's why.
Yeah, let's be fair. There's a lot of those.
50th anniversary. We are so honored to announce this true Marvel team-up.
Yes, and after Dishonored and Deathloop, our first order of business was to
I mean,
make
a fucking
another
Blade
very
game with
arcane
Dishonored
game,
mechanics.
but with
I
a
can see
title
that
is
working.
easier to say in a French accent. And when we had, when Sébastien Mitton and I had an
I tell you, it's specifically because it's Arcane
let's
Leon
really
involved.
challenge them. Let's present our wildest take on a superhero that we both love.
It's just the same with Warhammer games, right? It really depends on which studio's actually behind it. Because yes, they have pumped the license out to anybody that wants it, but that doesn't mean that everybody that's used it has been equally bad.
No, Midnight Suns was great.
Single player, where you get to play Blade your way. For true believers, it's a dream come true.
Very excited to learn more.
I think what disappointed me about Midnight Suns is that it ended up being effectively a card game and not an XCOM game. I really wanted a Marvel XCOM.
Yeah, it was more like like managing randomness rather than like tactical positioning and shit like that.
His dual heritage resonated with me. So yes, it is a dream to be making a game about Blade in Paris, my hometown.
Okay, so it is in Paris.
Okay,
well,
cool.
Parisian vampires. I mean, that is, I am on board with that.
If my hometown,
if it happens to be a subtle criticism of colonial powers as vampiric entities upon the world, absolutely, I'm in.
Anything else?
Yes, W. Todd, you missed the Final Fantasy VII thing. They premiered the theme song for the Rebirth game with a really good performance. It's worth going back and watching it.
Pouring so much love into this immersive third-person.
Third person, oh no!
Set in the heart of Paris. So please sit back, let us cook, and voila! Merci beaucoup. Merci. Whoa!
Let us cook. Let us cook.
Stunts too. Dinga Bell, thank you very much, guys. Great announcement. All right, awesome. Thanks, Dinga. All right. Now please welcome the star of Twisted Metal, a nominee tonight for Best Adaptation, Anthony
Why is
Mackie.
Twisted Metal a nominee for Best Adaptation? It's not very good.
Yeah. The TV show, I don't.
Yeah, it wasn't good. It was a bunch of like Judd Apatow style, like bad improv comedy stuff. Shit, like it's
You guys didn't.
Yeah.
I've heard like I've heard there's some redeeming qualities to it, but it's just not.
Everyone who watched
like,
Twisted Metal on Peacock, and
there was just as many good shows as there was good games this year. So it's like,
before I get on to the award I'm supposed to represent.
Why pan for flakes when you can just grab a few nuggets?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, all right. I know I say a lot of different things. You can't scream them all. Jeez. Now, no one knows this yet, so you three guys and everybody else is going to be the first. Because of our incredible fans, Twisted Metal is coming back for season 2 on Peacock. So everybody get your motor revving, because you're going on another ride with John Doe. You look great. You guys see this section right here? You guys look great. Keep it going, baby. I don't trust this dude, but y'all look great.
Good crowd work.
Good crowd work. Yeah, I mean, Anthony Mackie has always been good at this.
Yeah.
I love you! What is wrong with y'all? Okay, stop it! You! Okay. Love you too. I see you. Shut up. Okay, today, the best games are like living universes, constantly expanding.
No, they're not. No,
with
they're
new
not, Anthony.
content
No, they're
and
not.
Challenges, right? And that's what this
The best games are
award
not like
for
living
best
universes. The best
ongoing
games
game
can be finished in like 12 to
recognizes
15
the games
hours.
that continue to deliver fresh
Please,
experiences for their
for us adults out here with a job and obligations.
The nominees.
Best ongoing game. Light always pierces through. Let me put it this way.
Cyberpunk is not a fucking well, no, it's not. Fuck off.
It should be finished now, right? The
Oh
last
shit, I'm
patch
getting
was
Final
pretty
Fantasy
much it.
14 spoilers.
Oh shit.
Fortunately, I had no context for them.
Yeah. I'm not sure even Genshin fans would call this the best ongoing game at the moment. They've been, except for the storytelling, which apparently has been at a high point. The overall game has been at a pretty stale point at the moment.
The Game Award goes to... Shut up. Shut up. Cyberpunk 2077.
I feel bad about giving Cyberpunk any awards for anything after the shit they pulled.
Yeah.
And how much crunch was used to shit that game out in the state that it was in.
Like, it's less of an ongoing support and more of them trying to...
It's more like they hadn't finished development yet. Yeah.
But
from launch to 1.5.
if anything, No Man's Sky should be considered for the best ongoing game. Because
Ultimate Edition.
They not just fixed the issues, they've improved upon the original scope and kept going for years and years.
Yeah, Cyberpunk is less an ongoing game and more like we finally released the finished game.
Just being fun.
Like, motherfuckers,
hell.
honestly.
This is exciting.
At least something that resembles a finished game.
Hundreds of people who put their hearts and souls in it. The two of us here. Please, Saskia, including this guy here. Please, say something.
And I mean, I have to include here our amazing players. They've been with us throughout the whole journey, gave us feedback, made funny memes, videos, wrote posts on Twitter, on Reddit. It was amazing, to see the reception of the players when they were actually getting all of those updates. Just recently we shipped update 2.1.
Who wants to review bomb Cyberpunk? That's a nice community you got there, Team Sky. I'm pretty pleased with them. I don't feel any particular
Thank you.
like grief about a game like Cyberpunk 2077 getting review bombed.
Congratulations, guys.
Sorry, if you want someone who gives a shit about that, you're gonna have to go somewhere else.
Bully, Need for Speed Underground.
Yeah,
and the
I'm not sure if I'm
now
exactly.
To new studio, Lightspeed LA. Steve C. Martin is here to unveil a brand new project.
Like, it's hard to work up the enthusiasm or work up any sort of emotion about a corporate-led entity getting review bombed for frankly dismal treatment of their employees and their product. And their audience. Honestly, it's been a dismal treatment all around.
It's like review bombing Cyberpunk 2077 is a victimless crime. Like, that's
deep development on a fully original, AAA, futuristic open world game. Tonight, we're really excited to offer you all a sneak peek at what we've been working on. I'm seriously, I'm so excited to share so much more with you in the future. But for now,
Mary Pat, although this musical set TFT alone deserved, honestly, I've been playing so much TFT.
Here we go.
This is a good set. It's a fun set.
Okay, let's just
tear it open.
Is that a samurai helmet on a policeman?
I guess.
Why do all the women look like clones?
I think they're androids?
Oh, they are. Yeah, they are. I just didn't notice the lack of ears, rather.
Hush now. It's going to be okay. The time is here. It's the time.
Follow me.
Okay. Interesting
Harrison
tone
said
set.
this is Tokyo Become Human. You know what? I wouldn't necessarily be mad.
Yeah, that's an interesting tone setter. No sense of what the game is actually like.
Last Sentinel. Said by Twitch Lingling, Cyberpunk Tokyo. Yeah, absolutely. There is definitely that school of aesthetic.
Yeah.
Lift your head.
What do we have
It
here?
looks a little generic for what it is, though, is my problem with it.
Now open your eyes, slowly.
Okay, a robot with stiletto heels? Sure.
Take a breath and look around you.
Oh, that's why Timothée Chalamet is here, is it?
Oh, that's a lot bigger than I thought it would be.
Yeah, it's a large robot, yeah.
Get it together, Albie.
Fate always tests us. You have to fight until the end. I'll find you.
Again with the fucking assault rifles. Like, come up with a more interesting gun for a sci-fi game, please.
I will give it this, though. Web slingers.
That's true. Like, that, yeah.
That
Grapple
was the
hook,
first
good.
Descendant, which is launching this
Grapple hook, always good.
From Nexon. Now we have a new look at Hoyoverse's next big game, Zenless Zone Zero, an urban fantasy ARPG.
And the fact that it's basically
we had it at Gamescom,
like
and we're excited to unveil
a Western sci-fi
announcement
fantasy.
right here at TGA.
Attack on Titans?
Here's Hoyoverse again.
Oh, Zenless Zone Zero.
Yeah.
I have actually been looking forward to this just to see what the gameplay is actually like. Because the aesthetics right up my alley.
Mm-hmm.
I won't lie. Plus, they actually have some brilliant characters with this.
There's
they have
actually a
bear.
little bit of body diversity in the characters, a little bit. Like, more than any other Hoyoverse game. And that is nice to see.
Let them cook. Let them cook, that's all I'm saying. The mascot characters also actually seem interesting this time because I can see a lot of those bunnies being made into plushies.
Mm-hmm.
And they don't seem to look like as if they're going to be as annoying as previous mascots, like Paimon. Goddamn Paimon.
Oh, Busty Maid character confirmed, I guess. 2 Busty Maid
Yeah.
characters, fair enough.
It's a whole team out of them actually.
Yeah.
The cleanup crew. I will say the shark aesthetics a nice touch though.
Mhm.
I like those. If you're going to have a maid look in the way that me, give her shark teeth. Excellent, great aesthetic.
So I don't know if this is actually part of the visual aesthetic inside the game, but there's some really good. Like, I noticed the VFX work in that trailer was very interesting and stylish. Don't know if that's going to be reflected in game though.
I'm sure it'll be part of the cutscenes. Is the thing, especially especially for ults and anything like it. Like as we see with Star Rail, once they actually have the budget, they just tend to put they just
Wait, are
pump
those
it into
Gundams?
as much as possible for the ult designs. Is that mecha?
Those look like Gundams to me.
They do. It's very much of a school of Gundam, at least. I'm really upset they killed Gundam Versus, and not because of a lack of interest from the players' part, but because they fucked up the monetization.
Yeah.
Like, it was just terrible. Talk about killing the goose that laid a golden egg. Or
Yeah,
the
well, I
Gundam
mean,
egg,
it didn't lay a
rather.
golden egg because they fucked up the monetization. That does
This
look
is-
pretty cool, though.
What was it? It was an arena mecha fighter.
Yeah.
From ages ago. That's a good mech design.
Ooh, some Itani Circus shit, yes.
Oh, yes. Oh, this is pleasing. That's a big gun.
Mecha Break. It's not even Gundam, but it fucking culls some cool shit from it.
Cyberpunk update.
It has my interest. It has my interest. It's very
I'll
much,
try
you
it.
can tell-
I'm definitely gonna try it.
Ray tracing is
Absolutely, 100%.
What do you think's powering your gaming? Like a 4090?
Yeah, I want to play Armored Core as well, but I really do want to do a first playthrough as a Let's Play thing.
Absolutely, absolutely.
I would never have guessed that.
I might have to look into
But you know what? You know what? What I'll say is, mechas in recent years have been really underdone. So there is, as far as I'm concerned, more than enough space for both Armored Core and Mecha Breaking, anything else that people want to put out. Especially if they want to put out something more like a super mecha style, which I think has been really underdone in the last decade or so. Like the only real super mecha we've had since has been like Gurren Lagann, and that's pretty much it.
Yeah.
And spread our message of peace.
Like get some old school shit, you know? Forget about the realism. Just put some hype into that steel.
Use the galaxy's most advanced weaponry. Fight alongside a squad worth dying for.
Oh, this is Hellriders, wasn't it?
Hellriders.
Helldivers 2.
Today.
Oh yeah.
I know nothing about that franchise. I just know it has a lot of fans.
Space Marine 2, I think.
Yep.
Yeah, those are the Ultramarines.
My craft is death. What is your pledge? My pledge is eternal service.
Like, I know that Games Workshop are trying to get the fascists out of their communities, but like, it's not hard to see why the fascists are attracted to Warhammer.
If you don't want fascists in the community, it's best not to advertise to them, you know?
Yeah.
Welcome, welcome, welcome. I am your host, Warlindor, and I present to you the Old Gods of Asgard featuring that best-selling writer Alan Wake. This is Herald of Darkness.
Oh, I'm gonna let the music play, so we'll shut up.
From what I gathered, you grew up nice and sheltered with mama's pretty stories, and you're all made up pure. And mama gave me a magic clicker. Well, yes, I think it's true and fair to say. Come on in and listen, lost words you've been missing on the fire you're bearing, the eye of the darkness you're lying. So you were drawn to stories early on. My dreams would light up my imagination, and you had nightmares night and day. Yeah, but with the clicker I chased those frights away. Ooh, no, so true. So here is a clue of how to remember. Visions, they come true. Obey the lights which do. Show me the champion of light. I'll show you the herald of darkness. Lost in the never-ending night. Type into the surface. And all your stories of crime and chilling thrillers of hard-boiled killers became bestsellers. It was all too much, I had to get away. The story's the end, all a piece of true fiction made meaningless in the face of creation. But there is more to it than meets the eye. I never meant for it to ruin my life that way. Would you say you lived a jaded lie? Dark shades could never save the day. So
That was 100% the best way they could have pitched that game.
Fabulous Poets of the Fall performing the role of old gods of Asgard. Sam Lake, Remedy, Epic, the cast, and everyone involved to bring that performance.
Beautifully done. Beautifully done. No notes. No complaints.
The Game Awards. Now it's time for an update on a game we announced.
Oh, that was good. Okay, Sam Lake. Yeah, I respect that so much. I respect that a lot.
Shared the same story, the same fate.
Horror shooter. Horror Extraction, I believe GTFO was.
Yeah.
We have lived 1,000 lives.
Oh my god.
Died 1,000 times.
I mean, Sam Lake very much undercut the trailer's moment there. I'm not taking anything seriously for a bit now.
Until the end. One final battle. My friends. Remember.
You know, I don't necessarily mind co-op shooters as much, especially co-op Extraction, just because the premise of actually having to working through challenges is more of a puzzle game than straight up shooting people for the heck of it.
From Ten Chambers. Crazy, that was 6 years ago. We announced GTFO, and that's the final chapter. You've got.
Although, if you want to do co-op Extraction, Lethal Company is really fucking funny for what it is.
I've heard. I haven't seen anything about it, or like I just know that people are suddenly real into it.
Yeah, it just dropped out of nowhere, and then it turns out it happened to be like the best, like
suit is fucking amazing.
On its face, it's supposed to be like
you look good too.
Extraction horror, right? You go in, you don't really have any weapons or anything. You have to get out with everything still intact. Try to survive the bees and the dogs and the gargantuan bears and everything else that's trying to kill you along the way. Some of which are like clear SCP type clones.
So now we're back to doing a heist game again.
But amid all of that, when you do a 4-man co-op or 4-person co-op in Lethal Company, the odds of things just messing up in the most hilarious ways is so funny. It's the best thing about it. It's just emergent humor.
Okay, that sounds interesting.
Check out the new game from Ulf and 10 Chambers. Here we go.
Mr. Bowman, your reservation at Manon Afis is in
Cancel the reservation. Reset the procedure.
Continued neuroprodding may severely damage the suspect.
Reset the procedure.
Yes, standing by.
Eject. I'm Mr. Bowman. Your subconscious was just spilling the beans about your recent Akajima district break-in. Let's continue. What are you hoping to find in the Nexus Sentinels? You mother... There's no use in fighting. I will get what I want. So that's how you found out about our Akajima vault. What were you looking for? A key. A key to what? Yes! What's the key for?
Is this Cyberpunk?
No. It's a heist game of some kind.
Mr. Bowman, it's who? You see, just like me, you're caught here. You're caught in the den of wolves.
Okay. It seems like a Payday sort of riff kind of thing.
Cyberpunk Payday, interesting. And there's a perspective shift where it turns out that the interrogator was actually the one being interrogated.
Yeah.
That's interesting.
Working on it.
Okay. No
Smart
idea.
way to escape, just jettisoning
Why
yourself
is there
into
a
the storm.
school bus out there? What the hell?
Why is he on the school bus? Hey, grapple hook. Okay. Plus
That's
one
not.
to interest.
Yeah, that wasn't a grapple hook. I think it was an attempt to capture him. What on earth?
Was that glider?
Well, that's one way to take care of the problem.
Good to go?
Easy in, easy out.
That's our ride.
I guess it's a battle royale thing.
Huh.
Her?
Exoborn.
No sense of what that is.
Exoborn, I met with the team at Game
More like exo boring. Ha.
Open world extraction shooter, and the project is led by some of the creators of The Division. And besides facing other players and warring factions,
It's the
play as you saw in the
it's a throw darts at a board style of design.
Yeah.
You know?
Apocalypse, as they say. Much more is coming.
It's like you have robot suits
2024
and
on Exoborn.
extraction of a
Now, please
thing, and
welcome the voice of
also.
Loki in Asgard's Wrath 2. One of the most ambitious.
There's a trend in the industry right now, just as there was with MOBAs, just as there was with arena shooters and everything else, to try to make the next big extraction shooter game or heist shooter game, right?
I am
just as with NFTs and metaverses, I kind of feel that everybody's going on the wrong track. Like they just think that because somebody else is doing it, they should be doing this as well.
It's just been absolutely
No sign of
amazing.
Hades 2 yet, Petra Alexandra.
After playing Asgard's Wrath 2 as a lifelong gamer, I'm
Asgard's Wrath 2 is
honestly
the
blown
VR
away.
game.
So
That's coming out with the
I'm honored to be a part
came
of
out
this
actually
franchise,
came out with the Quest
and
3.
want to thank everyone at Sanzaru Games, at Oculus Studios, and MetaQuest. So, without further ado, let's enjoy the trailer for Asgard's Wrath 2.
The gods take everything from mortals.
Bleed these lands dry.
Deny spirits their rightful passage.
Turn worlds to ash.
You allowed Loki to deceive you. Now his chaos reigns. The universe demands a guardian. And with each possession, you will grow stronger.
Yeah, that sure is a VR game.
Yep.
Oh, dutiful guardian, here to right your wrongs.
Yep, that's... Whoa, that sure is VR. A lot. It's
VR
aesthetically
photos,
very
hack and slash.
weird and incoherent.
This is basically the Quest 3's launch title.
Yeah.
No time or place you can hide. Your fate is mine.
Yeah, okay. Sure.
Yeah.
That
whatever.
Boy. That sure was a video game with graphics and things in it.
Foolish mortals, oblivious to the chaos that awaits you just outside. I'll see you sooner than you think.
Okay.
Yeah,
It's been
whatever.
an amazing year,
I don't know.
not just for games.
It feels as if the VR industry hasn't really.
Right now,
Well, no,
we
I
have
can't really
an
say that.
exclusive look at the highly
'Cause
anticipated new series.
Half-Life Alex exists, and that, if anything,
Yeah, that one,
justifies
like-
VR as a tool to be used.
Hello there.
But it
Now, how about we
it doesn't feel as if the studios outside of Valve have really caught on how to really exploit the medium.
Yeah. All right, the Fallout show that looks really kind of bad.
To his right, that definitely looks like they're borrowing from Marvel Loki aesthetically. It's more like Marvel Loki is borrowing from previous existing aesthetics.
Yeah. It's just like, it's a Fallout game, like based on Fallout, and everything looks clean. And it's like, what? Why does everything look clean? All the
Why are
costumes look
mutants-
clean. All the characters look clean. Everything looks.
What? They do not have enough water to be taking regular showers.
Please welcome Aaron Moten, Ella Purnell,
That is a
Walton Goggins.
killer power suit, though.
Oh yeah. I mean, there have been more than enough like cosplay companies making powered armor to
Extra security.
make a decent one, you know?
Thank you for having us, and we are incredibly excited for you all to see Fallout on Prime this April.
But our real honor tonight is that we're here to hand out the award for Best Adaptation. What? What, dude? Oh, it says our bosses are here.
What? What?
Yeah, there they are.
Oh!
Oh, look, it is the Howard Todd man.
Good catch, buddy.
Yeah, but we should probably hurry this up. I don't think he can breathe in there.
Yeah, how you doing, big man? Okay. All right, let's go.
Okay, so this year, video games and film and television were bigger and better than ever before.
Here are the nominees for Best Adaptation.
Best Adaptation.
Let's see.
The vampire messiah will come.
I mean, I don't think Castlevania is a fun show, but I don't think it's a good adaptation of Castlevania as a game.
No, but definitely not Gran Turismo. That was just a generic ass movie.
Yeah. Last of Us.
Last of Us probably takes it.
Yeah, that or the Super Mario movie.
Yeah.
20 years ago, the world
Definitely not Twisted Metal.
cars and guns come in.
Wow. The best game goes to The Last of Us.
The best game goes to my boy. Did you not hear the category you were giving? But yeah, I'm not surprised to see Last of Us take it. Like, that game was a massive social... Like, that series was a massive social media event. And a big prestige TV show, so...
It was legitimately some good writing as well.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Okay, clock's ticking. Shout out to my partner in crime, Craig Mason, who's watching up in Canada, getting ready for season 2. Huge thank out to our Naughty Dog family. This wouldn't exist without all your incredible hard work. Big thanks to HBO and the support they've given us, and big thanks to our Last of Us community.
So this time next year, Arcane Season 2, right? Arcane Season 2, right?
Yeah.
Special shout out to Carter Swan and the whole PlayStation Productions team and everyone at PlayStation. Thanks so much. Thank you.
Oh, that's that dream, like, what's it called? Fate something? I don't remember. It was the sort of, like, cozy house building farming sim game. I've heard good things about it. Like, I've heard the people who are playing it are having a lot of fun with it. Not really for me, but, you know.
Yeah, generally not what I'm looking for. Nice mushroom hat, though. I appreciate that. Are they working together to chop a magical tree?
Yeah, I think it's a thing of, like, lightning strikes a particular tree, and then you get, like, extra Palia. Then you get extra resources out of it, that sort of thing.
I did hear that Palia had a... What was it? There was some controversy about how it was monetizing itself, as usual. I feel that's a constant complaint these days. Oh, this is Monster Hunter Go.
Yeah, Monster Hunter Now or something, yeah. For me, it's weird, like, seeing these handsome, well-dressed teenagers just be so gleeful about brutalizing an animal. Monster Hunter Now, yeah.
Yeah.
It's like, woohoo! We're beating up animals!
when I was
Yay!
younger, struggling.
Listen,
with
those animals
who
are
I
pretty
was,
fucking scary
what my
looking.
place
They're
was.
scary, but like,
I
come
took a lot
on.
of that anxiety.
And also, some of them are pretty fucking terrifying just in general. Let's be fair, it's Monster Hunter. Half of the lore of Monster Hunter is
I'm especially
eldritch in nature.
into AAA.
Well, guess what, everybody?
Hindsight is a narrative exploration game which spans the life of a woman named Mary. Is taking a core.
Give me the fucked up Yoko Taro Monster Hunter pitch. Oh, you know what? I would play that.
Fictionalize it.
I would. You don't need to tell me anything about it. I'll just play it.
That they've
Yeah.
created from something that I've made. It's always when people cry is where I feel, yes, I want to keep doing that. I want to keep making people feel things.
Again, Future Class signed a letter asking Jeff Keighley to say anything about Israel-Palestine, and he has ignored them.
Yeah.
Intentionally.
Oh shit, it's been 10 years since No Man's Sky.
10 years? Jesus.
From the worst possible launch to the best possible reputation fix.
Yeah.
Not a bad 10 years spent.
They did have to put in the fucking effort, but they got there.
Oh yeah, they put in more than the necessary effort. That's the thing. They put in far more than was required to like bring the game to where it was advertised. If anything, the game may be a little too big now.
Yeah.
They've not only exceeded expectations, but they've exceeded all possible imaginable ambitions for the game.
No Man's Sky is one of the few games that like deserves to take a victory lap sometimes.
Or 5 or 6.
Yeah, because like, yeah, no, like they have delivered on their promises eventually.
Unlike certain other space opera games that have been promised for ages with a $500 million budget and still hasn't delivered the 1.0.
Mm-hmm.
That right there was No Man's Sky.
But you can buy a nice spacecraft for $50,000, so that's
You
something.
can buy the promise of a nice spacecraft for that much amount.
That's kind of the same thing, you know, in the way that NFTs are.
What does the next decade look like for Hello Games?
Well, to start with, next year is going to be a really big year for No Man's Sky. Like you said, I've been working on it for 10 years now, and I still really love it, still really enjoy it. But what people don't know is that for the last 5 years, we've been working on something new.
Another game.
No,
Yeah,
Star Citizen hasn't
something
gotten into
very
NFTs, but
different,
it's like
something maybe
buying
more
a spaceship in that game is
ambitious.
essentially the same
You know,
thing. For
Yeah.
now.
Here we go.
I mean,
tell us a bit.
conceptually, it is a non-fungible spaceship.
Yeah.
Because it is like stored within databases of that game. That this specific object belongs to you. It just doesn't use a blockchain to register that fact.
Harder that we wanted to do. For our new game, we wanted to create an Earth. You know, something as varied, a planet that is as varied as a universe, something bigger than Earth, something with, you know, mountains, real mountains, not video game
Oh, Sean Murray,
mountains,
don't
but
overpromise
mountains that are
again,
miles
my
high,
lad.
Taller than Everest. That when you
Please do not
climb
pull a
to the
Peter
top of
Molyneux twice in
out
one lifetime.
I mean, unlike Peter Molyneux, Sean has actually delivered on. Like
know, you can
he
see
actually
oceans.
did deliver on on all the bullshit he said, but
yeah, I mean the first.
even if it took him a
real
while.
world, right?
Took
Something
a hot
without
second.
Boundaries. And we're going to let everyone play in it together. It's, you know, a place where people can live out their sort of adventures together.
Well, we can't wait to take a look at it. We have anything tonight or future? Or?
Yeah, so we have a trailer.
Oh.
And, you know, it's quite a small team that's working on it. Yeah. There's about a dozen of us. We're actually, everyone's here. Everyone from the team is here.
That's already a dozen of us on this big project I promised you everything about.
Yeah, we're super nervous, you know, but really excited. If, you know, if people like it, this is a game I would like to still be updating 10 years from now.
All right, so Game Awards 2033. We'll be back. But no, let's take a look. This is such an incredible project, and I'm honored that we get to show it off. Should we do it, Sean?
Yeah, let's do it.
Here we go.
A multiplayer Earth, huh? Procedural Earth, huh? A fantasy Earth, uh-huh. Baby skeletons.
that has bad implications. Interesting.
Yeah. This feels so much like the first trailer for No Man's Sky.
Yeah.
I'm getting deja vu. Not saying it's gonna turn out the same way. I'm just saying, boy, this feels similar.
Okay, a flying hummingbird mount is pretty good.
It is pretty cool. And like, I would trust, at this point, I would trust Hello Games, like, even if they overpromise that they will eventually make the game into what they say it will be.
Yeah, but it's also saying basically, this is a great idea. I'll see it in 5 years.
Yeah, I'll wait a couple of years after it comes out.
I'll let it cook. It's a slow cooker. We'll get back to it eventually.
Anyway, I saw Soren in chat. Like, Soren, there's no game that Star Citizen can produce that will ever be equal to the amount of money that has been poured into it. That's the reality of the thing, is that it's whatever you may think of it, the sheer staggering inefficiency and the waste of money that has been poured into a black hole of a project, even if they actually do deliver a game in the end, which I'm sure they will, it will never be equal to the amount of resources that was spent on it and the amount of resources that were asked for by the company over and over and over and over again, rounds and rounds and rounds and rounds of funding in return for just the most shambolic and inefficient production process. Like, there's been exposés from inside about how terrible, like, the management and the production process and the development process of these projects have been. And so the game's gonna have to be okay with being made fun of, because they have millions and millions and millions and millions of dollars that they didn't do anything real with yet.
My God, there's so many of you.
What did you do to your leg, man?
So beautiful. All right,
God, I guess the filming for Shang-Chi 2 has been a little rough.
My foot's fine, you guys. I did tear my Achilles. I wasn't riding a dragon. I was playing pickup basketball in Miami. I wish there were a better story to this, you guys, but the story is this. You know, as you age, as you get older, you know, particularly
thank you for the subscriptions, Moon Amarok and Foolish Mortals.
Your body starts to break down, all right? Things start happening, unless you're Anthony Mackie, for whom I think the laws of aging don't apply.
Simu, you're closer to my age now. You need to stretch, man.
Not
You
Anthony
need to
Mackie.
stretch.
Learn to appreciate the importance of stretching, all right? It's very important. Just keeping it real at the Game Awards, all right? Now, I'm here to share something that I'm really, really excited about. I recently got a chance to team up with Frost Giant on their new real-time strategy game, Stormgate. Now, RTS is a genre that I was absolutely obsessed with as a kid. I loved.
So Stormgate is the former StarCraft 2 developers who are making a new RTS in the StarCraft style, essentially. It has been very threadbare so far. Like, it's very early development,
you guys cheered for that.
and it hasn't looked amazing yet.
If you've been destroyed by carriers and void rays on BNet at any point over the past 10 years, that was definitely your boy. And that's why I am so excited for Stormgate. Look, it's a noob strat. I understand. But I loved it. Look, that's why I love Stormgate.
He's a Protoss player.
StarCraft developers.
He's a death baller, yeah.
RTS as I am. And in addition to competitive
dishonorable
in the game, it's got an ongoing campaign that was written by Frost Giant with a little help from the legendary Chris Metzen. And so, yes, I brought a little bit of
Oh, Jesus, thank you for the gift subs, Moon Brock. That's very kind of you.
Badass new character who,
That is very generous, thank you.
Let's have a look.
Moon Amarok, we see you. Nice drop.
Okay, now they're developing story and shit. Okay. Oh. Did they just pull a Doom?
They just pulled it. They pulled a Doom.
that's some Warcraft shit right there.
It's Warcraft versus StarCraft, the fantasy we've been waiting for years, and now it's not.
It is literally Warcraft versus StarCraft.
You know, I'm not against. Summer 2024. It's finally ready to actually be played.
I will check it out. Like I'm absolutely gonna check it and play it.
That was me.
Warcraft, StarCraft, heavy Diablo influence.
Pretty good, right?
You can tell where they came from.
And now it's time to hand out the next award. Here are the nominees for Best Action Adventure Game.
Best action adventure game.
You're the killer. I don't want to be in the story. Just write me out of the story. It's my fault.
This is something else. Miles.
That feels like it should probably go to Spider-Man.
Yeah, I feel like they fit the definition significantly better.
How could you let the galaxy fall to this unworthy machine of an empire?
Do not look away. You witness a king's revival.
Or Tears of the Kingdom.
And the Game Award goes to, no surprise here, Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom.
Nice to get to hear the drop of the music, though. And there we go. Aonuma came out for a reason, I see.
I mean, well deserved. Tears of the Kingdom was just a technical marvel, and it was just like an overall marvel to have come out as it did.
It was a genuinely astonishing game. Like, I remember, like, dropping into the underworld for the first time. That was fucking amazing.
Yeah.
このゲームを作ったすべてのスタッフを代表してこのような賞をいただき本当にありがとうございます。
It's just a little unfortunate for its overall prospects in the awards that it released in this year of all years. You know?
On behalf of everyone who
1 year later, 1 year earlier, probably would have swept.
我々開発チームはこのゲームをゼルダの伝説の中で最も壮大な冒険になるように一生懸命作り込みました。
Everyone on the development team truly gave their all in making this game the best that it could be.
プレイヤーの皆さんそれぞれのユニークなゲームプレイが皆さん独自のハイラルの物語となります。プレイヤーの皆さん本当にありがとうございます。
Everyone's unique approach to playing this game can become their own personal story as an adventure through the lands of Hyrule. And
I'm
to
still
all
in
the
awe of how
players,
they didn't advertise any of
my
the underground the
sincere
entire. Yeah, that was an
Thank you so much.
amazingly ballsy move. To just have the underground and not say anything about it until the game was out. It was very smart because like everyone who saw that shit for the first time was like, "Oh fucking hell, what's this?"
Congratulations, Mr. Aonuma. And I am happy now to announce winners in a few more categories at the Game Awards.
Like there was a whole
Here are
genre
the
of
nominees
TikToks for a
Best
while of people
RPG,
reacting to going
Baldur's
to the
Gate
underground
3,
for the first time.
Final Fantasy 16.
Also, just a whole genre of war crimes being committed in that game
Yeah.
engine.
And the Game Award goes to
Has to be Baldur's Gate.
3.
Yes, good.
Here are the nominees for Best Sim
Zero surprise
Strategy
there.
Game.
It
Advanced
cannot
Wars
go to
1
City
and 2
Skylines
Reboot
2. That
Camp,
game is not finished.
City Skylines 2, Company of Heroes 3, Fire Emblem Engage,
It can't,
and
please don't
Pikmin
give it to
4.
Engage either.
And the Game Award goes to Pikmin 4.
Pikmin 4, fair enough. That's fine.
Here are the nominees for Best Sports Racing Game.
More than happy with that choice.
FC24, F1 23, Forza Motorsport.
This one I don't know.
Hot Wheels
No,
Unleashed
no idea.
2 Turbocharged.
It might be more.
It's funny to see Hot Wheels up against Forza Motorsport in a sports racing category.
Congratulations, turn 10. The nominees for Best Multiplayer this year are Baldur's Gate 3.
That has to go to Street
Diablo
Fighter,
4,
surely.
Party Animals, Street Fighter 6, and Super Mario Bros. Wonder. And the Game Award goes to Baldur's Gate 3.
Really? Because that Baldur's Gate 3 is like not
Here are the nominees for our
that
Players' Voice
much,
Award, 100% voted
that
by
much
the
a
fans.
multiplayer game.
Baldur's Gate 3, Cyberpunk.
It has its appeal. There have been a lot of streamers playing like co-op Baldur's Gate 3.
Marvel's
Yeah.
Spider-Man 2,
It's just
and
not
The
really
Legend of
designed
Zelda
for that.
Tears of the Kingdom.
Nah.
And the Game Award goes to
It is pretty funny
Baldur's
though,
Gate 3.
because the possibility for shenanigans increases a lot when you have like 3 other players with their own agendas and their own idea of like what's the most interesting thing to do from a moment-to-moment basis.
Samsung.
Anyway, Samsung wants to show us something, I guess. Mobile Game Awards. Wow, Clash of Clans, what an exciting innovation in mobile game development. And of course they're projecting it onto that fucking sphere in Las Vegas. That has like lost $100 million. Because, like, there are interesting games being made on mobile. Like, there are people who are, like, trying to push things beyond, like, the sort of repetitive Skinner box, hyper-monetized nonsense, but Clash of Clans ain't it.
I guess they're just advertising the flip phone with the extra large screen. Hell yes! Here we go!
Okay.
We already know what they're dropping. It's actually kind of really big news. But hell yes, let's show some gameplay. Let's show that failed gameplay. Let's see how mad I'm going to be when I face it against a damn shotgun. The leaks for real. What the hell? Oh, I wasn't expecting heavy metal felt. Oh yeah. Wait, this is a great song. Holy shit.
Baby Metal Fighter, I guess.
That's interesting. And it's dropping tomorrow. This is the most interesting part, though. 3v3 players. Before Riot drops Project L, we already have multiplayer traditional fighters, and that's just weird to me. I have no idea how this is going to play. It's going to be pure chaos.
As in 3 people fighting each other at the same time?
Yes.
Wait, okay.
3-player team battle. What the hell?
I want to see that at EVO. I want to see that at EVO.
I have no idea how that's going to work out competitively, but it's going to be chaos. I'm in for it. Also, thematically, El felt going from like a bride, obsessed with trying to marry the perfect person to finding her way as a punk idol. Kind of cool. I dig it. It's character evolution.
I don't think we'll get to Silk Song, unfortunately, Tenwin. I really don't think they're going to show anything.
Yeah, if we do see Silk Song, it's probably going to be as like a Nintendo Direct specifically.
Yeah, I think probably Nintendo will lock that shit down.
World premieres, including this one.
Square, okay. Creative Business Unit 3, okay. It's the DLC for 16.
Yeah. We were expecting this.
I still haven't finished it.
I feel like 16 just dropped at the wrong time, the wrong year.
Yeah, I mean, some other things came along.
It's not the worst game. It's pretty good for Final Fantasy even, but this is not the year to drop it.
What the hell is an iconoclastic defense system? I have a feeling we're about to find out. And that we will not like the answer. Then we better cut this short.
Welcome, my friends, to Mysidia.
Mysidia? My. That's a deep cut from Final Fantasy Past. Is that a fucking Tonberry? That's the Okay, that's a cool design for the Tonberry King.
That's gonna be the worst boss in the game. I would rather fight a 15-story tall god than any of those. And look at the size of the knife on that one this
before
time.
the final battle in Final Fantasy 16 with Echoes of the Fallen, which is out tonight on PlayStation 5. There's a shadow drop for you. Now to present our next award, Best Game Direction.
Nibelung, thank you for the
Please welcome one
subscription.
of our industry's greatest creative forces, the creator of Call of Duty and global GM for Star Wars Jedi, Battlefield, Titanfall, and Apex Legends, Vince Zampella.
Yay! Game industry executive. Yahoo! Oh god, he's dressed like an executive too. Fuck me.
Fucking tech bro uniform.
Yeah. Oh god.
All right. Good evening, everyone.
No, fuck off.
So, game design can be chaos. Actually, let me rephrase
Yeah,
that.
and you people
The best
make it
game design
worse.
is almost always part chaos, right? Today it's really
'Cause you keep
normal for
firing
teams
everyone.
of hundreds to work for years on huge open worlds that are condensed into one package.
And then you
When
fire
that
them.
chaos has somehow been harnessed into a cohesive artistic expression, that's great game design.
Yeah, and then
So
you
tonight,
fire the people who made
I'm
it. You
proud to
keep
present
firing
the
people. Why are you
nominees for Best
firing
Game
people, you
Direction.
piece of... I'm not
Also,
gonna
it
let
tend to
him
be
talk.
chaotic because of him.
Yeah, fuck off. Like, shit. Why the fuck are you presenting for game direction? Go to hell.
That lives in your head.
Together, we must survive.
All Miles talks about is how to be a better
If I were to disqualify Baldur's Gate 3 from this one, it would be because game direction kind of floundered on Act 3.
Yeah.
Link, you are our final hope.
I would say Tears of the Kingdom is a game that would deserve it, though.
And as like a black sheep, like a dark horse offering,
There is
Mario Wonder.
Alan Wake 2.
But Alan Wake takes it, of course, yeah.
Yeah.
Does not surprise me. Like, Alan Wake 2 is the big industry darling game this year.
Yeah. Especially for like a really predominantly Western award show, right?
Yeah. That doesn't hurt. Anyway, no respect for game industry CEOs on this stream. None.
No, absolutely not.
We want
Fuck
to
'em.
thank Epic,
More of a
Hector,
multi-million-dollar weight.
believing.
And
Yeah,
anchor
it's
around
just-
the neck of actual laborers.
Crazy.
Roadblocks. That's what
Crazy
they are.
vision,
They are just
yes. Direction
like
is nothing without a team to actually build it. And
yeah, that's true, Sam
huge
Lake.
thanks to Remedy
It's almost
team
as though workers shouldn't be
for
immediately
joining
fired upon
us
the completion of a project because
on
it's
this
cheaper to
venture,
hire them back than give them
wanting to
raises.
believe in
And
it
there are like
and
setbacks to
build it.
projects development and planning. That tends to be a managerial problem and not a labor's problem, you know? So why are we firing the people that actually made the game rather than the one that fucked up the planning?
More than 100 people believing the same vision and build something out of it. We can make miracles.
Like, it makes no sense to be firing the community folks and the developers and the QA when they're the ones that actually pulled the product over the finish line. And the only reason why the finish line was in doubt in the first place was because
management. Like,
the
every
people
time,
over
like,
them.
December 11th.
like every
New Game
single
Plus,
time you
the
hear a
final
story
draft
about
is gonna
like
be
a
coming out.
chaotic development process at a video game, every single time you hear a story about like a dysfunctional workplace, those are failures of management. That's what management is supposed to do. They're supposed to create positive working environments. They're supposed to budget time and money appropriately. They're supposed to, like, whenever there's crunch, it's because there's a manager who fucked up.
Gustav Tillerby, the creative director of the finals.
The finals, that's that game show themed.
3v3 shooter, yeah.
Yeah.
Turned out to be pretty fun, actually.
Game, we set up
It was a goofy game, is the thing. It's a lot goofier than I thought it was when it was first advertised.
Yeah, because it seemed like such a like
Standing here
dour
today,
thing.
I'm so proud and grateful.
Instead, it just had to be like
amazing team
schlocky
at
comedy.
Embark Studios who helped make this crazy dream.
Also, they had the AI announcers, which
And of
is
course,
just no fucking good.
all
Oh,
of you
yeah, no, fuck
are
that. Fuck that
amazing
shit.
Players. Watching you play the finals has been the most gratifying
It's
experience.
not even necessary because it doesn't feel as if anything they did with the AI announcers was all that revolutionary compared to standard stock voice acting.
Of just recording some fucking voice lines and
Let's
having
watch
them
our
play on
latest
cue.
trailer
Yeah.
And keep your eyes peeled for the launch date at the very end.
The only thing that could possibly be exception to that is that they do pronounce like the players' names and what they're actually doing. But
Yeah.
that's not necessary. You can write around that really easily. Like, they chose a really mediocre way to use the technology in the first place. I will basically will refuse games with AI involved in artistic features. Tinwin, I absolutely agree. Not only that, you're right, but it's the moral thing to do. But I would say that if they were to remake it and drop the AI shit, it's still a really entertaining team-based game. Like, I would describe this as a halfway point between Overwatch and Fortnite.
Okay, yeah. I mean, for me, it's just like all of these fucking battle royale games. I'm so burned out on them as a concept. I just can't get excited for them anymore. Because it is one of those things that feels like every single, like, it's the same thing like when League of Legends took off, if you remember back in the day, how MOBAs just all of a sudden started coming the fuck out. Like a year or year and a half after League like really took off, that's like a bunch of MOBAs just started dropping, like a lot of them. And a few of them were good, like a few of them had some ideas that were interesting, like I still mourn the death of Dawngate.
Oh, very much so.
Which
was.
tried to be like a more interesting take on the genre and shit that EA just kind of killed when they decided they couldn't make money off of it. But like so much of it was just like, oh, here's another fucking MOBA and another fucking MOBA and another fucking MOBA,
Right,
and you get so tired of it. And it's the same thing with battle royales. Like
Steam,
Fortnite has
Xbox
really
Series
just.
XS and PlayStation 5. After the show, make sure to check out the Game Awards in Fortnite as well. All month, fans have been voting for their favorite.
This is a program that gave AIG so it's one of the most generic ass looking games shown so far.
Congratulations. You can pour
I would say it's not even just generic, it's specifically a very Korean design to the 3D game, action gameplay aesthetic. It follows a lot of the overall Nexon like aesthetics you'll see repeatedly from that particular publisher.
Yeah.
To the nominees.
Like, if you were to tell me that the same developer also did the Splatoon ripoff, I would be inclined to say that you might have a point, you know?
Holy shit, another Fortnite ad. Epic has spent so much fucking money on advertising Fortnite at the Game Awards this year.
Oof.
Jesus. But yeah, again, they are advertising Fortnite as a game development platform.
Because Fortnite's what keeps Epic alive? No, well, partially, but at least the third act comes from the fact that they own the Epic engine.
Time for you to join the others.
Now, Larian, what are you advertising here? Just Baldur's Gate 3? You're not
They haven't finished the deals.
They haven't finished DLC for it. No way in hell. It has to be just an ad for Baldur's Gate.
Yeah. Of course, sexy tentacles.
You'll never want to leave.
Yeah, this is just their victory lap.
Yeah, which they deserve.
Yeah, absolutely.
Ah, there's a deluxe edition coming out that they want to advertise. That's it.
Absolutely fair. It's going to sell like hotcakes. And
it is.
If I recall correctly, they see that this is not a limited edition too, so you can still buy it. So you don't need to worry about scalpers. Which is a nice change of pace, you know. That's just a sheer anecdote. When I see the line "rebel against the crown," I can't help but remember that there are multiple Chinese dynasties that resulted of people rebelling against the crown.
Yeah.
Specifically, like an official decided that if they're going to die because they made a minor violation of the laws, they might as well go all the way. You know?
Yeah, it's like, well, fuck it, time for rebellion.
Awesome. Thanks, Sydney. Well, now it's time for tonight's final world premiere.
Okay,
That's right,
so it's
we're
going to be a big
present
one.
the show, and this one, I will let speak for itself.
Let's see it then. Elden Ring DLC? Nope.
Probably won't be.
Is that
DLC.
Monster Hunter?
It looks Monster Hunter-ish.
Yeah, doesn't it? I think it is.
Yeah, it's Monster
It's
Hunter.
Monster Hunter!
It's Monster
Fuck
Hunter.
yeah!
Maybe it's World 2?
Oh, you get new mounts too and everything. Ah,
It doesn't look like Rising's aesthetic.
No, it's definitely not Rising. Oh, yes. I have needed a new Monster Hunter. I have needed it. I have put so many fucking hours into Rise you don't even know.
Were those armadillo monsters also acting as lightning rods?
I guess, yeah. Monster Hunter Wilds.
Nice.
Gimme, 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 gimme. There's Rathalos. There's Rathalos. Gotta have Rathalos.
Of course.
2025. Okay, fine. We can wait for 2025.
We can wait.
Now we know it's coming. La da da da.
Please welcome to the stage Monster Hunter series producer Ryozo Tujimoto. It's so great to have you here at the Game Awards. We got to hang out in Osaka earlier this fall.
Wrath is
showed me the gameplay,
universally endemic. Less of an invasive species and more like it belongs everywhere.
Yeah.
It is a migratory bird the size of a jet.
とようやく発表することができました。モンスターハンターの新作です。こちらですね、9月にゼフさんに挙げていただきましたタイトルなんですが、
Ooh, I'm excited. I'm excited for that. I want to play Monster Hunter. I really do.
Time to grind again.
Nikki Boy is going to be going feral right now.
Announce this title to everyone. This title, back in September, we were happy enough to show it to you. Is planned for release in 2025.
Wow. I think everyone wants to know, when do they get to see more on this? Any sense of when we're going to see more on this game?
I think my question is, this looks more than the Switch can handle.
Oh yeah, I mean, if it's coming out on Switch, it's coming out on Switch 2, I would guess.
Yeah.
それとですね、今年カプコンがですね、40周年を迎えさせていただきました。
And I don't think there were any logos for like platforms in the trailer.
ファンの皆様、本当にありがとうございます。
Which in itself is a bit of a reveal, because Capcom and Nintendo have very close relations.
Yeah. It only listed PS5, Xbox Series in the trailer. Ah, yeah.
We plan on revealing more information.
But like, if like right now Nintendo is very much in lockdown about the Switch 2. Like, they do not want to say anything about it or release any information about it. So I wouldn't take too much from the fact that there isn't a Nintendo logo in the trailer now. It's probably just that Nintendo doesn't want to tip their hand on anything.
All these years, we couldn't have done it without you. Capcom will continue to create exciting, fun games. And the best.
Jack Schill, there's no way that Switch 2 is not going to be a home and portable console. They just made way too much money off the fact that it was portable in the first place. Like,
it is the thing that they compete with the other console makers on. And beat them on. Anyway, Timothée Chalamet, shut the fuck up, you shitty little twink. He's been joking about the genocide in Palestine on social media, so...
Disgusting.
He can take his little ass and go fuck himself, frankly.
Nominees for the Game of the Year.
Fucking Nepo
Truly
babies.
Inspiring.
Nepo babies,
Here
yeah.
with a medley celebrating each of these games, once again, Lauren Balfe and the Game Awards Orchestra.
Anyway, let's listen to some nice music. Lucian and I are gonna be quiet. That was pretty good.
The size of that base food, holy shit.
He got to show off.
He got to show off his whole range.
Anyway, Timothy Chalamet, show us the fucking back of your head. Leave.
Baldur's Gate 3.
Hey!
Hell yes.
He gets to show off the armor.
Best dress of the entire audience. Deserves it.
He has the most bling, quite literally. Any other year, Tears of the Kingdom would have swept. Yes, it would have. Any other year, Tears of the Kingdom would have eaten so many awards. Just not this year.
Also, any other year, Alan Wake 2, any other year, Spider-Man would have been a very strong contender. This was just a crazy-ass year for
Baldur's Gate
games.
3 isn't possible if you don't have an incredible team working on it. And the team at Larian spent their hearts and souls for 6 years on this game in sometimes very difficult circumstances. This was our COVID game. Along the way, we lost quite a few people also, so we want to dedicate this to all the people we lost, and especially to Jim, our lead cinematic artist, who passed away in the last month.
Oh, he has feelings about it. Yeah, good man.
Over 2,000 people, so sit back and relax. But I also want to thank everybody that supported us throughout this entire effort. Our families, our friends, our partners. You were the best, and without you, we couldn't have done it. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Congratulations, Sven, and congratulations to all of tonight's winners. We will see you next year at our 10th Anniversary Game Awards, which I'm happy to announce will return right here to the Peacock Theater on Thursday, December 12th, 2024. Happy holidays.
10th anniversary. It's been that long now.
Jesus, yeah. Monster Hunter, though. Oh my god, Monster Hunter. Oh, I want it. Oh, I want it.
You just gotta wait 2 years.
I just gotta wait. Yeah. I want Monster Hunter so bad. Holy shit, I want Monster Hunter.
It's also not the only game that was announced with a 2025 release date, but I guess that's not too surprising nowadays.
Yeah, I mean, we're still in the aftermath of COVID, after all. Like, we're still having games like that were delayed by that.
Well, honestly, not even the aftermath of COVID now, but the aftermath of a huge collapse overall from the industry at large. That's highly unfortunate.
Yeah, but anyway, once again, just so as we don't obviate this, Jeff Keighley very intentionally did not mention that the games industry has been hit by cataclysmic layoffs this year, amidst unprecedented efforts to actually unionize and actually start to bring some power to the fucking workers who make all of this shit possible. Jeff Keighley doesn't want to talk about that, doesn't want to say anything, doesn't want to mention it when he's talking about like how great the games industry is, that they keep laying people off, that the average length of a career in the games industry is 5 years because the vast majority of people churn out and burn out long before they get to actually have like anything like a real career in the fucking field. Also, not a peep, not a word about the ongoing genocide in Israel, which the United States is supporting, which multiple members of the games industry, which members of even like the Game Awards internal teams, and some of the people that they have been awarding were asking, hey, could you just like give a mention, just say, hey, genocide bad, maybe anything, just silence, because so we don't want to obviate any of that in the hype about game trailers and shit like that. Having said that, also, I want Monster Hunter very badly.
Yeah. It's also just like plain disappointing, even if you were to narrow it down to just the scope of the games industry itself, to not show any like sympathy for the victims of the Embracer layoffs.
Yeah, like even if they don't want to comment on like the big geopolitical shit, in which case they shouldn't fucking drape themselves in the language of progressivism. But even if they don't want to do that, at least they could say, hey, this goes out, like, we want to extend our like warmest wishes or our deepest sympathies or like anything to the people who have been hit by layoffs. Like, it's a difficult time. We stand with you. Anything, even like some fucking platitude would have been nice.
Just like any sort of mention about, but it's what it is. I mean, as we say repeatedly, we're not. Keighley isn't the problem. He's just
no.
the problem.
He's the face of the problem. Basically, he has made himself the face of the problem.
Much from him.
So like it's not that we expect much from Keighley, but the Game Awards at this point, like 10 years, it has set itself up as the Oscars of gaming. If it wants to have that place in that position and that platform and that social capital, it's gonna have to start being worth it. Like, it's gonna have to start being responsible with it, and it doesn't want to do that because what it wants to be is the game ads, right? The ad awards, or whatever clever thing you might say about it, right? It's.
I mean, there probably is a space for like a separate advertising awards for within gaming industry itself, to be honest.
Yeah. And one of my friends who's a game dev like talked about on Twitter, like he really wishes that instead of having a Game Awards that's focused around games as consumer product, which is what the Game Awards is, that there was one that was actually focused around like fucking game development. Like he said he wanted like some kind of an award that you could give to the person who is responsible for the rope physics in The Last of Us 2. Like the little things, like someone who like awards for actual advancements in how 3D rendering technology happens, how gameplay programming happens, how like narrative design is implemented in video games, which is not just a matter of like, oh, the writing. No, it's not a writing award. It's an award for how the fuck do you integrate a narrative into a game design? How do you integrate like all these really complicated things that are actually what game development is, rather than, oh, this is the game with the most community vote of the year thing, you know?
Yeah, absolutely. And like in a world where in a world line where like industry awards were legitimately voted upon by industry professionals and not just like a spokesperson for money interests.
Yeah.
Like Tears of the Kingdom would have won dozens of awards for the innovations it displayed for its physics engine, and it's crammed into a friggin' Nintendo Switch.
Yeah, like there's some fucking tech devs who deserve to get awarded for that. Like again, like awards that are for the workers who actually make these things, rather than awards for the companies that publish them. Right.
Voted specifically by people who are informed about these kinds of things and the challenges they impose, rather than what's basically a popularity contest.
Yeah. It's just, oh, hey, Nikki, what your rating? I mean, we're about to end the stream as well, but hey, Nikki, how do you feel about Monster Hunter, Nikki? Are you happy about Monster Hunter, Nikki? Can you wait, Nikki?
There's the screaming. We started with the screaming.
Yeah, I mean, I freaked out about Monster Hunter as well. I want Monster Hunter. I want it. I want to hunt the monsters. I want to hunt them. I want to kill them. I want to wear their skin. Oh my god. I was on so much copium, dude. Yeah, I know. I did not think we were gonna get Monster Hunter. I did not think they were. I thought like the last drop was gonna be like Elden Ring DLC trailer or something, right? Like I thought, but fucking Capcom actually coming through, and it looks so fucking good.
Sega this year. Holy shit, that Sega drop.
Yeah, Sega, like just coming in with like, oh yeah, just casually we're like doing like 5 sequels and remakes for like our legacy franchises. Like, what the fuck? Where the fuck did that come from?
Yeah, so we hear you've been talking about Crazy Taxi for a few years now. Hey, how about a new Crazy Taxi game?
Yeah, new Crazy Taxi. Jet Set Radio getting a remake? Like, shit.
Jesus. You know what? That's a huge win.
It's a big win. Like,
for fancy Japanese games.
Absolutely. Like, that's good for Sega. Like that they're not just like the Sonic company for a second. No Silksong. Yeah. Like we said earlier, I think if Silksong is going to get any kind of a release date, and I don't think it is for a while, it's probably going to be in a Nintendo Direct. Like, I think Nintendo's going to try and lock that shit up. No Hades 2, and that doesn't surprise me because we know when Hades 2 is going to like start getting into like it's going to get released into early access. And, like, then it's going to get worked on for, like, 2 to 5 years. And then it's going to, like, they're going to start putting out trailers and shit for it when it's time to do the full release. So it's like, yeah. No Project L or
Oh,
Riot
Weir.
MMO. I mean, Riot's MMO is not. We're not seeing anything from that for another several years.
It's even further out than Project L was, and Project L development technically started in 2016 when
Yeah.
they bought out the Rising Thunder studio.
Yeah, and like Project L, I would not expect Riot to like. I don't think we'll see anything from Project L for like another 6 months or so.
Unfortunate. Well, technically, there's going to be a new build for Evo Japan in, I believe, April.
Oh yeah, right. Evo. Yeah, they'll drop shit at Evo. I don't think they'll do it at the Game Awards. But yes, absolutely, Nico. We are hunting in fucking Wilds when it's out. We are hunting. Absolutely, we are. We'll do some streaming about it or something. But just fucking hang out. I want to hunt monsters.
Since Kane Riot MMO will probably be announced at League Worlds or something, not VGA, not League Worlds. They don't actually announce anything new at League Worlds. They tend to save the announcements for like actual anniversaries rather than the esports events.
Yeah, like the only shit they drop at a League Worlds is like teasers for a new champion or something like that. They would not drop the MMO announcement there.
Yeah.
But yeah, see you around, Nikki. Thanks for the raid. And thanks for stopping by. Like, and sorry to everyone who stopped by for the raid. I'm kind of winding down the stream because the Game Awards are over and it's like 5 a.m. where I am.
Yep. And it's like 10 p.m. where I am. I did not have enough dinner, so I'm probably going to take care of that.
Yeah.
But yeah, as always, this has been great. As much as we love to make fun of the industry, we're also just here to enjoy the news coming out as well.
Yeah, like we are consumer pigs like everyone else is, even if we are not happy about it.
we have all the same vices.
Yeah.
And
so
just because we recognize them as vices doesn't make it any better.
Yeah. So thank you all very much for hanging out with us for the Game Awards. We'll be back next year, I'm sure, for the 10th anniversary. See what Jeff pulls out of his ass for that one. And I hope you all have a very good night. See ya.
Yep. See you around, all. Good night.